Hey, what's up, guys? Hey, it's kind of cool to see where you all are from, though. New Mexico, that's cool. I love New Mexico, man. I've been to New Mexico a bunch of times. New Mexico has one of the most low-key, like, cultural places in the world. It's really cool. I love New Mexico. Calgary, Alberta. I like some Canada. I was telling my wife yesterday, I miss Canada, man. I miss the snow. I'm drawn to the snow. I don't know why, but I love the snow, and the snow's fun, man. Look at AINC ripping up. We got Hoth, H-O-T-H, Hoth here, ripping up. We're gonna throw this one on our list too. Clearwater, Florida. Yeah, Florida's always good. Florida gets a lot of hate, but like everybody would move to Florida if they could. So you know, it is what it is. I type in H-O-T-H into Google and YouTube. I get the Ice City of Hoth from Star Wars. You gotta love it. I mean, it's moving now. But look at Hoth, guys. H-O-T-H. Do you think HUSN is even worth having on my list today? I'm looking at HUSN. I mean, yeah, it's worth it. We need to have HUSN on there. Alright, look at Hoth though, guys. What's up, team? Alright, give me 1 second. Erie, PA. When I hear Erie, PA, I think of That Thing You Do. You know, I played the drums growing up, and so you know, I like that movie. But that's what I think of. As for like whether you think Benzinga is gonna be worth it, I mean that's purely subjective. I find it worth it, and I like Benzinga, but everybody's different, man. And you know, you might find value in it that I don't, or I might find value in it that you do. It just depends on your current situation. If you have that much money, you know, go for it. If not, you know, it'll be all right either way. That's the best advice I can give you. I like these scans for sure, and I use these. They're very useful. And I still have my subscription to Trade Ideas too, but I use these more. I use the Benzinga scanners more. Look at Hoth. Rip it up pretty big here. What's the float? Anybody know the float of Hoth? H-O-T-H. Well, I still have Trade Ideas just because my subscription hasn't run out yet, you know. I'm not saying I'm gonna keep it, but my subscription hasn't run out yet, and so yeah, but I use Benzinga way more anyway. Ian VB, Mohammed, what's up, bro? I mean, the volume's very light. I mean, first of all, it looks like an IPO, right? Yeah. Yeah, it's an IPO, number one, I guess. And number two is that it has barely any volume. This thing had 200 shares traded. in the last minute. I mean, that's not very much, man. You try to get filled with like 500 plus shares, you're gonna struggle. What's up, Profess? What's up, Nancy? 8 mil? Hey, thank you, Mr. B. I appreciate that. Hey, nice, Tom. Hey, thank you, man. Yeah, I'm a little bit of everything musically, though. Like I played the drums a little bit. I also play guitar, and so I can play a bunch of stuff on guitar and like know how to play guitar some. But I also play the trombone, and that's what I played in school was the trombone. So percussion and wind instruments mostly, but a little bit of guitar as well. And like I try to get my kids into playing an instrument just because I think playing an instrument really conditions and teaches you how to learn stuff. It teaches you how to think. It teaches you how to learn things. And I think it's important. But HOTH. I mean, I don't know, Muhammad. It's up to you, brother. I really don't know, man. Like I said, for me, it's too low volume and it just recently IPO'd. I don't know enough about it, but hey, it might rip. Who knows, man? You know? Yeah, for sure, exactly. That's really what it teaches you is patience. You know, like for instance, if you learn to play guitar, you gotta let the calluses build up on your fingers so your fingers don't hurt every time you play. You gotta do it over and over and over again through repetition and conditioning to really get good at any instrument, and I think that's an important lesson to learn. Look at SHIP. SHIP ship is popping off here. It's at 56, 57. But yeah, look at SHIP, man. Honestly, I looked at the market this morning and I was like, man, this market sucks. But lately we have a few things pop off, specifically SHIP, Hoth, SGOC too, man. I gotta include some of these on my list. Let me see. So what do we have? We have Hoth. Oh wait, what do we have? Man, look at these start to rip up early, guys. Alright, so we have Hoth. We have SHIP. We've got Tops, NAOV. We got Pixie. CAN. I had CAN up. It's running kind of here. Alright, now we're running out of stuff to trade. Maybe PED. No, that one's good. BNGO. I was looking at BNGO again today. But it depends on how many people are actually searching for BNGO stock. Alright, so BNGO actually has some. Yeah, we're watching SHIP. Alright guys, Tops just now, TFS. Ships on small volume. What's up, man? Habib versus Tony. Music is super loud and distracting. Sorry, bro. It's actually a little bit louder than it should be. There we go. That should be better. Let me know if that works. Alright, so there's ship. It's pushing up. We still got tops. We still got CTRM pushing up. We got AINC, which is like a big low float stock of the day. I don't know what kind of float AINC has. We have Hoth here ripping up, HOTH making some moves here. So we got a lot of different stuff moving. Today is the last trading day of the new year. Or not the new year, the old year of 2020. Today is the last day, guys. Last day today. Hoth is still ripping up. We'll see what happens with it. Probably Jacob. AINC 1.45 million floats. So yeah, if we're gonna have a crazy mover like we have the last few days, AINC may be one of them. I'm not saying this is gonna go up. All I'm saying is that the float is extraordinarily small. And with that, we might get some volatility with this one. So we're watching AINC here. But again, we don't know what's going to happen. But it's got a very small float. Yeah, no worries, civilian. Yeah, Muhammad. 1.3 million in the float for Hoth. Is that true? Let me see, man. I got to look it up. Oh no, Hoth has 8.3 million in the float, actually. So 8.3 million. We also have like HUSN. We have BNGO from the last few days. Bingo. We got CAN. But again, AINC is probably the big mover, followed by maybe PED. We got RHL as well. But this one, I mean, RHL is not really that good. Let me see. CTRM? Yeah, we're watching CTRM for sure. I mean, I'm looking at RLH. I might just take this one down. Ship. MTNB showing up. All right, so we're gonna start looking up some catalysts here, team. That's what we're gonna start doing. So, hey, we got 200 people here already. Hit that like button, guys. Hit that subscribe button. We do this live for free every single day right here on YouTube. I definitely appreciate the support we get. Let's go ahead and look up some catalysts for some of these moves here. A lot of these are really cheap stocks, but I think we got 50 cents here for CTRM. Yeah, 50 cents right above us. We also have like a confirmed, really this is kind of a triangle looking thing here, but we have like 38 as a level here. We got one maybe there as well. We're gonna look at the longer term chart here now, although that's gonna be hard to see. We'll look at a daily actually. Yeah, daily will be a little bit better. So so we are at 45s here, so we are here. So the next resistance is obviously at 50 cents. Then we have one at like 47 above us too, but I think the one underneath this is going to be at like 40 right here. Yeah, this 40. Yeah, look at that. So 40 is one right there. We got 50 above us. That's what we're looking at for CTR, and we'll see if we got a catalyst to judge everything off of here. Alright, so again, CTRM making moves. Industrial stock, I'm not saying any catalyst specifically for this one. Market value of their outstanding shares. So market cap is 49.1 million. No news for AINC or ANC or yeah, AINC. CTRM is up. Castor Maritime shares are higher after the company said they received a 180-day extension from Nasdaq's minimum bid price rules. So they received an extension. So we're going to see what happens with CTRM. It's moving now. We have a low here at 44 that we could watch too. But that's the news. It received a 180-day extension from Nasdaq's minimum bid price rules for CTRM, so we're watching it. We also have AMPY showing up on the scans, BTBT. We got like SINO, PEI, IMAC. So we got a few things here, but nothing too crazy. Mara, I mean, it's trying here, but right now we got PED. We've got AINC. AINC has a new high up here around these previous highs. Sitting right around 11 is where we're going to give that one. 1050 here as well. Nines, and then let's look at the history. So we are up here to nines right here. So a lot of resistance at like 950. 950 is a big resistance level for this one. And we need to draw 950 here because this is a big right here. So we can watch these levels so far for AINC. I don't think this one has a catalyst. I don't see anything at least. Okay, actually, wait. So Ashford shares are higher because the CEO and the COO, as well as other officers, reported grants of shares in a Form 4 filing on Wednesday. That is the catalyst for AINC. We'll see what happens here with it. It's making some type of moves. We got SINO. We got Hoth here. We can still watch Hoth. Let's see if this one has a catalyst too. Watching 250s, pre-market high up there. And then we can probably watch 240s as well. So we're at 2s, 240. And then we got 250, obviously, is probably the major resistance here. But we might have some at like 230s as well. I'd give it a 225 maybe. And I'm watching these. So these levels are fine, I think, for HOTH. Let's see if this one has a catalyst here. Alright, so it's in production agreement for cancer treatment. So yeah, it said it signed a production agreement for both GLP and GMP materials associated with HT001 with Turgis Pharmaceuticals for its cancer treatment drug HT001. And so we'll watch it here. What's the float? I think somebody said the float for Hoth was 8 something million. GCI showing up, INDO. So nothing too crazy yet. Again, AINC, SHIP, Hoth, CTRM are the main watches that we're looking at today. What about PED? We can look at PED as well. We also have like CAN, HUSN maybe. Alright, so No company-specific news for PED to justify this move. This is Pacific Energy Development. It could be an energy play based off of sympathy. So that's what I'm thinking here. It could be a sympathy energy play, but who knows? But we're watching that for PED. Yeah, and I'm going to say this again. I said this the other day just because we had a few people come out and be like, you said it looked good. The reality is, I might say it looks good. When I say it looks good, I just mean it's gapping up. I am in no way telling you to buy this thing at all. You know, you need to, everybody read the disclaimer. I am not an investment professional. The channel's called Beginner Trading. You know, I think I'm a good trader. I've been green every day, but like, hey, you know, don't copy me. That's what I'm saying. So we'll see what happens with PED. No company-specific news for it. We got some support and resistance levels already drawn here. We could look at like 270 as well. I'm going to move this up to maybe 240s here. That looks good. All right, so we'll watch PED. No company-specific news here. We also have HUSN, which kind of looks good. I mean, I don't hate HUSN either. I don't know why this one's not getting more attention. All right, so the company announced Freight Hub third quarter sales of 2.7 million, which is up 138% year over year. So yeah, their merger partner Freight Hub put in really good third quarter sales, and it's up big on the year, and that's the reason HUSN is up. So we'll watch it. We'll watch 520s. We're watching like 5 as well here, down here, and then that's probably it. We'll probably leave the rest of these levels to be. I don't hate these for HUSN. We're watching it. What's the float? What's wrong with my stock bot today? Ah, there we go. So the float of HUSN is 3.9 million in the float for HUSN. 3.9 million. It's up to 460s now as well. We also have like CAN here. CAN, big gap up. I mean, it's not a bad gap up. We'll see what happens here with this one. It's up. It's a China-based designer on integrated circuits for Bitcoin mining and related components. I guess it's just up on Bitcoin. What's Bitcoin at? Bitcoin is down today. And then we got SGOC, which I don't know what this one's doing. This one, just looking at it, has to be a very, very small float for SGOC. Oh, well, no, it's up. Don't get it wrong. It's up. You're right, Mohammed. Let me rephrase that. Bitcoin is up big. It's up to 29K in the last few days. What I'm saying, though, is in the last 10 minutes is pulling back some. So, that's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Bitcoin is looking good and very strong. Yeah, Bitcoin's at all-time highs. Next level I'm looking for Bitcoin is 29.7. And if that does break, we're going to look at like Mara. We're going to look at like Riot. We're going to look at like NXTD and see what happens with these. But we'll see. GHSI looking okay. I mean, it had a big push yesterday, and then it's about break even. I mean, it's down technically in pre-market, but it's been holding that 50-cent level. And so I think if you're looking at this one, 50 cents is a nice level. It's confirmed this level multiple times. So we're watching that. We got Digital Ally here with DGLY, not doing too much. Look at EBON team. EBON actually making a really strong push here this morning as well. This is eBang International, and they're higher after the company announced their plans to launch a crypto exchange in the first quarter of 2021. So interesting for EBON. That's the news for it. We'll see if it holds at 6 here. Yeah, we'll see if it holds at 6. That's basically it. We got the other levels are pretty spot on actually, so we're seeing 6, maybe 650 up there too. What is that? What's Cardano, Mohammed? I don't even know what that is, brother. ANTE. Hey, we got 300 people here, guys. Hit that like button. It's the last day of it's the last day of 2020. Let's end 2020 now. I'm ready. All right. We got SHIP. We're looking at SHIP. I mean, SHIP's holding. You know, we're watching it. AINC pulling back pretty big. We still got CTRM, which is ripping, but pulling back now as well. We got the Ice City of Hoth here, riding over 250s, and we'll see if it holds at 250s, which it kind of looks like it is. Oh, it's a crypto? Hey, I'll check it out. HUSN float is only 990K. That's tiny. 12 million float for ANTE. Yeah, for sure, Muhammad. I see that. What's up? What's up, Scott? Mario? So the founder of Ethereum. Does he do live trades? Yes, I do. Do you find pre-market trading hard? Let me think of the best way to put this. I'm going to think carefully about what I'm about to say. So, I have not found it difficult in the last few days. If we judge all of my pre-market trades over the last, week, I've been very green, and it's been kind of easy for me. But I think it's more so the market than my skill in pre-market, and I don't think the market's always going to be like this. What I found that works the most is just VWAP reclaims, big level reclaims. And so if the stock is if the stock's maintaining over the VWAP, for instance, and then breaks below the VWAP and looks really weak, and then really quickly gets a big burst in momentum, reclaims the VWAP, and then pulls back to it, I'm going to dip by that every time in pre-market, because that's just a really strong move where a stock completely reclaims a big level and then holds. Very strong move, and it's something that I've taken advantage of a lot in pre-market. But again, I can't say whether that's for sure going to continue to work, obviously, and I do think I've gotten a little bit spoiled just based off of how the market is in general lately. But my pre-market trading has gone pretty well lately. Again, full transparency, I've struggled with pre-market trading before, but the last few weeks have been good with pre-market. Hey, what's up, Mambo? Hey, what's up, D? Yeah, no worries, Muhammad. No stress, bro. But yeah, HOTH is ripping up here. We're still looking at Bingo as well. BNGO. Bingo's still pushing up. Again, one of the more interesting ones that I saw earlier this morning was AINC, but it's falling down some. This one's got a very small float of 1.5 million, so these are the type of floats that have gone crazy. Let me try to look up the smallest floats today out of all of these. Let's see what we can find. SGOC float is 51 million, so not a small float, believe it or not. Alright, so we're going to go through this list. The float of CTRM is 113 million, so it's not as small as you might think. The float of Hoth... Oops. The float of Hoth is not... For some reason, it's not looking up. But yeah, AINC 1.5 million in the float. For PED, the float is 8.4 million, so not too bad. EBON has 76 mil in the float. CAN is 131 million. SHIP has 56 million in the float. And TOPS has 33 million. So yeah, the smallest float today is AINC. Now, it's pulling back some and kind of looking weak, but I think a line in the sand at, 8 or 850s, even 750s if you wanted to, doesn't look terrible, but we're going to wait and see what's up with this. Hoth is ripping up, man. A lot of people calling it out. I'm guessing a big rip. Yeah, look at Hoth. Hey, we're going to have to draw some new levels out. It's right under 3. 3 is the level. Alright, so we got a little range to attack with Hoth now. Not too bad. It's just so strong. We're gonna look for a pullback. If it pulls back to like 250, I might dip buy this a little bit in pre-market. We're gonna wait though and see what happens. No, I still trade it. It just depends. It just depends. You know, like with penny stocks, I think the moving average crossover strategy works very, very well. The problem though is that it doesn't present itself perfectly every day. It's not the most active strategy. It's not the strategy that you're gonna see every day. And so what I had to do is I had to kind of find other strategies that work and that I like trading to kind of mix in with the moving average crossover. And now the best setup really for the moving average crossover is when you have some extension away from the VWAP on the downside. But yeah, going back to what you're really saying, I just try to trade what I find is working at that current time. And I always have kind of the strategies that I know and kind of like back up in my head. Like if I see a setup there, I'll take it. It's just about trying to figure out what's working the best at this point in time. And so you kind of build this arsenal of strategies that you have and that you can use if you see them. But sometimes it might not be the best time for them. And so, you know, with that said, lately there's been a lot of momentum. And so I've just been getting in more simple support bounces as opposed to the moving average crossover. But yesterday or the day before, I took a moving average crossover as well. And so I still take it. It just depends on what the market's looking like on that day. Yeah, look at Bingo here. Bingo's ripping up, but Hoth is probably the name of the big name today. Hey, and y'all hit that subscribe button, team. Alright, so yeah, Hoth is probably the main watch right now. Nah, Hoth needs to pull back some more. Today or normal day? What are the trading hours? So today I think it's a full day, right team? I'm pretty sure today's full. Hey, y'all hit that like button, guys. The haters showed up. Look at it. You see how it shows up all at once? Somebody's insecure, you know? But yeah, hit that like button. Let's break 100 real quick before 8:40 market time, shall we? There we go. Thank you, team. But yeah, Hoth is probably the main watch. Like I said, it needs to pull back big. And I think a good lesson, guys, here's a good lesson. And this is really what I think will help a lot of traders. You have to look at the extension. Not only the extension on the upside looking for pullbacks, but you have to look for the extension on the dip buys. So like when I dip buy stocks, like when I'm trying to dip buy stocks, I don't want to dip buy it to here. That's not enough. Like, this isn't a big enough pullback for me to want to enter. And sure, it might rip up here and break threes and look really strong, but a percentage of the time, it's just going to dump down and cause me to have a losing trade. And so when I look for pullbacks, I want to see extended pullbacks so the momentum's on the upside when I'm dip buying it. And so instead of dip buying this, which, like I said, added here, it might work out. But instead of looking for this dip buy, I'm going to look for the dip buy all the way back down here to like 250s and then try to take that instead. Because this might work out here, but a percentage of the time, it's certainly going to fail. And sure, this big dip buy is going to fail too, but in my opinion, it's going to fail less. If that makes sense. And so I'm looking for big extended pullbacks to dip buy into. And I'm trying to avoid these little pullbacks because these are little traps. You know, sure, it might work sometimes, but other percentages of the time, it's gonna just rip down and break these and look really weak and cause a losing trade. Hey, thank you, Vlad. I appreciate the support, brother. Appreciate the subscribe, y'all. Be like Vlad. Hit the sub button, click the bell, turn on notifications. We've got almost 400 people here already at 8:40 market time. A full, 40 minutes before the opening bell. So hey, hit that subscribe button, team. Or a full 50 minutes before the bell, I should say. Hey, nice, Tyler. Congrats, bro. I think it's a full day. Hey, what's up, Kruzzer? What's up, man? NNDM? Yeah, we can watch that. And like I said, I'm not saying Hoth isn't gonna work out here. I don't want people to say I'm giving it like a no. Like, I'm not saying that. I'm not giving it anything. But like, all I'm saying is, for me and my style of trading, I prefer larger pullbacks. You know, and especially if like the VWAP can line up to the same area I'm pulling back to, then that's even better. But yeah, HOTH, we'll see what happens. It's looking strong. Yeah, full day today. The market's closed tomorrow. I'm pretty sure that's right. No, I'm pretty sure it's open all day, Scott. I looked it up yesterday and it said it was open all day. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're open all day. I'm pretty sure. Not 100% sure though, but I'm pretty sure we're open all day. 2 p.m.? Let me see. Alright, here we're going to look at Barron's, because Barron's is going to tell us. Alright, so the New York Stock Exchange and the NASDAQ are open today for a full day, but they're going to be closed tomorrow. U.S. bond markets are going to close today at 2 p.m. And all day tomorrow. So, and this is from Barron's, like a reputable site. And so what this means is like, okay, so the stock market is open today. It's open a full day. It's open till 4 p.m. But volume's probably going to be a little bit lighter. The bond market is going to close at 2 p.m. today. So, you know, judge that. That's usually going to cause some lower volume in the market. So understand that. But yeah, that's what's going on. Yes, I trade live, Ahmad. Or Ahmed, my bad. What's up, Jude? We're looking at hops here. Or hops. We got HUSN or CAN as well. BNGO still looking strong. Yep. Yeah, you know, John. Alright, so yeah, and this is why I don't dip buy on the small ones, but even though it might have worked out, like I said, we're going to look for a pullback to like 260s or 250s. And I don't mind dip buying that. Whoa, look at HUSN, guys. HUSN just dumped down here. Look at that. Wow. Shady, shady. TCCO? No. SYPR. TRXC. AINC. Looking alright. We're also looking at like BTBT here. BTBT pulling back to the pre-market or previous closing price. We were looking at RLH, but the volume's too low. We're looking at PED as well. It's just not holding. But yeah, Hoth is probably the main. Yeah, I like that too, Joel. It looks solid, man. No, the market doesn't close at 1 today. Like I said, from what I've seen, I guess I'm not 100% sure, but from what I've seen, the stock market is open all day today. It's open until 4. The bond market is closed at 2 p.m. From what I understand. I might be wrong. You know, if I'm wrong, let me know, but I don't think I am. I'm mad. There's barely any delay. It's 3 seconds, I believe. It's a 3-second delay, so it's almost nothing. Tops here, TOPS. Looking alright. Not the best, but not the worst either. I appreciate it, Chaz. Thank you, bro. NNDM, yeah, we're looking at NNDM. Like I said, I might dip by Hoth down there, though. We're watching it. NNDM's okay. It's gapping up. It doesn't have the best volume, but it's not bad, and I like the way this one's reliable. If you look at the previous few days, look at every time this one pulled back to the VWAP. Like, look at this. Beautiful dip buys at the VWAP, and so I consider NNDM a reliable stock. But I don't know what it's going to do today. It may be sideways and choppy, but yesterday it was reliable at least, so we'll watch it, is what I mean. I don't know what it's going to do. It could go up or down, but we're watching it. Alright, so here's Hoth. We might get into a little pullback here, like a small pullback. Alright, we're in with 25 shares. We're going to add to it down to 260. We're gonna try to add to this one, try to scale into it a little bit here for Hoth. But we're in small. The only thing, it might bounce at 275. I guess it could, but I'd much more prefer it to pull back to 260 here. Hey, yeah, no worries. W. Yeah, there you go, Chris. Yeah, that's right. What's up, D? Alright, so yeah, we're in 25 shares of Hoth. Not much, you know, nothing too crazy. Look at Bingo, guys. BNGO. Look at BNGO. Wow. Bingo ripping up. It's at 280s. Broke out of that range. You know, not bad. It's at 280s. We'll see if it holds this level now. See if it holds that now. Alright, so we're in small here. I mean, how do you identify the VWAP? It's just an indicator. So if you're on Thinkorswim and you want to find the VWAP, you go to Studies, Trend Studies, and then you look for Volume Weighted Average Price. Alright, we got MOGO showing up here. We're still looking at like tops. I mean, we're pushing up some, but I didn't quite get the sizing. Maybe I'll add to it even though because like if I do, here's the problem, right? If I add to this, I have to use this as a risk, which is okay. It's a little bit tighter than I really wanted to, and I wanted to pull back to 260s, but if we don't get it, we don't get it. Alright, so we're gonna add, or try to add some more here. Alright, we're under 50 now. There's 88s. Alright, we just took half off there. We're holding 25 shares left. Just scalping this to see if it breaks highs. Keeping it very small. Hahaha, what's up, Rob? What's up, man? There's 88s. At least it looks like on the level 2. Alright, we're out. We scalped it. We'll see what else we get. I'll jump back in with larger size next time if it looks good. But we're just poking at it right now. We're poking at the bear, the ice city of Hoth. you know. All right, CTRM. Hey, if CTRM reclaims VWAP, I might consider it. The problem is, I think we're gonna reject at 50 cents a ton. But if we don't reject at 50 cents and we end up just holding, I don't hate that. Still looking at HUSN. BNGO, guys, is still ripping up pretty strong, you know. I gotta add this song, and this song's dope. Yeah, pre-market trading's commission free. The only trading that I understand, I might be wrong here, but on Thinkorswim, what's not commission free is OTC, pink sheets. If you trade OTC market, it's like $6 a trade. Bingo's still ripping though. What did Hoth end up doing? Oh man, it hurts. It hurts, guys. It hurts. It's alright. I was just kind of poking at it, and hey. Everybody make fun of me. Everybody do it, you know. We got AIKI. I don't know what the shelf is like here. We got SHIP. We got TOPS. SHIP is better than TOPS in my opinion. It looks better, at least. And the only reason I think it looks better is because it has better volume. Who knows whether this thing's actually going to hold or not, but we do have a lot of confirmation now at 57 for SHIP. We'll see what happens. But yeah, look at Hoth. It's up here. Yeah, I'm good. I mean, I'll be all right. Like like I said, I'm just kind of poking at stocks in pre-market. We'll trade a little bit larger once the bell rings, but if we can get a little $5-10 cushion in pre-market, I'll be okay. HUSN, we're still watching. Yeah, I kind of agree, Muhammad. I kind of agree there, bro. I mean, I think 3 is a level. I mean, 3 does have some support here. You know, $3. It's a support area. So watching to see if it holds 3 is okay. We gotta wait and see though. Oh no, I agree with you. I'm not saying it's a good company. Almost all of these are just doo-doo companies. You know, all these are garbage companies. But you got some momentum you can exploit from them, and so we'll take it, you know. GR and Q kind of showing up. Alright, so Hoth's up to 313s here, guys. 313s. What's the float on Hoth again? I can't remember. I'm sure chat's gonna help me out before I figure it out. For some reason, Hoth won't look up. Why is the stock bot not like Hoth? That's weird. Alright, so 8.7 million. Appreciate that. 3.9 on Hoth. Alright, I gotta look it up now. I appreciate it anyway. Alright, so what I'm showing from FinViz is I'm showing 8.3 million float. See, I'm showing 3.3 million, or 8.3 million in the float. I'm showing 8.3 million. Yeah, no good, Joe. Oh, okay, my bad. Alright, GAXY. I mean, it's a 4.5-cent stock. It's just not really my style. Alright, so let's see if Hoth holds support at 3. I think that's the next step. We'll see if this thing holds. I think my tunes, you think my tunes make you play better? Hey, they do, bro. It's all mental. If you think they work, you know. GRNQ, yeah, we're kind of looking at GRNQ. Here's the pullback on Hoth. So I kind of like this down wick. I kind of like this down wick. For it to regain that quick, I kind of like it. Ah, man. Let me see if I just freeze up on this one. I mean, it's not freezing per se, because it's kind of extended by up here. And so, like, sure, it doesn't look bad, but it doesn't really look good either. It might rip up and break highs quickly and then pull back, I'm thinking. And there's the rip and break highs. So, hey, you're welcome, guys. But, like I said, there's the break of the highs. And there's 14s, 15s, 16s, 17s. Alright, so it's struggling to hold. Alright, volume coming in, looks good. New candle, I think the new candle's great. I think it needs that new candle. I don't hit anything to get filled fast in pre-market. I get filled fast in pre-market because I'm buying 25 shares. And so sure, if I was buying 1,000 shares, it might be a little bit more difficult to get filled quickly, you know. But since I'm buying like 25, 50 shares, they feel me. They're just kind of like, let's just get this dude out of here, you know. I've traded OTC stocks, just not recently. Hey, and we did break highs and then pull back. I don't know if we're going to end up holding here or what, but I don't hate this, to be honest. You could always use 3 as a risk. So, hey, we did break highs and pull back, though, so I was right about that. We'll see if it holds now. It's a little bit more sideways. And I think this is a really good lesson. So, yeah, hey, we broke highs and pulled back. But I think this is a really good lesson on wicks, guys. And if I could teach you anything about wicks, wicks are something that I do use in my scalping pretty consistently, and what I use them for is I use them to determine quick momentum. Alright, so when you have a big down wick like this, if you think about what a big down wick like this really means, a big down wick like this means buying pressure, because the stock was down and it got pushed up really, really quickly, so there's pressure on the upside. It's buying pressure. And so when we get that big down wick like this, signifying buying pressure coming in, a lot of the time I'll buy these little dips and just ride the quick spike. It's a scalping trade. I'm not trying to hold it very long, but a lot of the time you can use these wicks to just get a quick little scalping trade in there, and it makes sense and it works. Not really. You can buy day or you can buy good till canceled. And they're both okay. I mean, if you buy day, you'll get filled, and if you buy good till cancel, you should get filled too. The only difference is that good till canceled, even if it's tomorrow, that order will still be there, you know. Oh, D, I thought you were saying a stock with GEMS. Yeah, hey, I tried, bro. I tried. Alright, we got CTRM pulling back some to this 38-cent level. We'll see if it holds there or not. We got CAN popping up too. Look at Bingo here. Look at BNGO. I don't hate this 265 pullback for BNGO here. I see Hoth bouncing, huh? And again, guys, the big thing I want you guys to learn from this is wicks. Learn how to trade these wicks. Again, down wick, buying pressure. Up wick, if selling pressure, you know. And so learn how to read wicks, and that's important. If you can learn how to read wicks, you can scalp momentum from them like this and take advantage of it. Alright, look at GRNQ. I mean, GRNQ's not too bad. Look at this. What's Hoth doing? Alright, I'm kind of thinking about buying BNGO here. Yeah, we could buy it. Alright, 150 shares. Yes, an up wick is selling pressure. Because you think about it, the stock moves up and then down quickly. So it has a wick on the upside, which signifies selling pressure. Same thing with the down wick. Down wick, the stock was moving down and then something pushed it up really quickly, thus it having a down wick. And then it means buying pressure. Oh, I see what you did there, Althea. I see it. I see it. Yeah, my wife loves The Office, and that's what she said. Is like, you know, I got her a blanket. I got my wife like this big Office blanket, which has all the quotes from The Office on it. And one of the quotes is, "That's what she said." You know. What order? Yeah, I just joined the bid, which is gonna be the worst fill, but an instant fill for the most part. Get y'all's mind out of the gutter, man. Y'all's mind is in the gutter, team. Alright, we're chilling here for this one. Let's see what happens. Hoth, trying to hold at 3 now. Let's see what happens here. We got CAN. We're looking at, like I said, we're holding bingo here. We'll let it try to pull back down. It's got a larger range than I really thought. Alright, we're sitting here. We'll probably get out. $64s. Alright, so, hey, here goes HOTH here. I'm still holding BNGO. We'll come back to that. You pull up active trader, Ethan. CTRM. Look at Hoth. Hoth is ripping. We got CTRM here as well. Whoa. CTRM, guys. What happened here? Whoa. That was one of the shadiest things I've ever seen here. Whoa. Ah, they hit you with an offering, guys, and this is what you gotta worry about. Part of me wants to get out of bingo. I'm kind of scared now. That's the most shady thing ever, bro. For them to hit an offering right now when everybody's trading it, when it has huge trading volume, that's so shady, man. Like, what a, you know, scumbag company, to be honest. It's the important. It's one of the reasons you gotta look for filings. I think Nancy in our Discord warned a lot of people about these. Let me see. Yeah. Very crazy. Very sketchy. Yeah, but they hit an offering. Yeah, but this is the risk, to be honest. This is the risk of some of these. You gotta check the filings. Check BAMSEC. BAMSEC. It'll tell you, yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, offerings are the single largest risks that we have as day traders, in my opinion. Offerings and halted stocks are the single largest risks we have in trading. These low float pity stocks, because you can check the filings and avoid these offerings, and that's what a lot of good traders do. You can check like BAMSEC. Shout out to Mordecai, Nancy, all of them. Because that's something they definitely believe in, and it's an important thing to understand, is that these companies will pump their numbers up. We're going to get out of this, keep it pretty light. So yeah, we're down $6, so we're down like $2.50 in the pre-market, which is fine. But yeah, a lot of these companies, what will end up happening is they'll pump the stock up, and then as the stock is at its highest price, they'll hit you with an offering, which is what this one did, and this thing's just dropped over 50% on that offering. But like, this is what these companies do. So you have to look at their filings, Joel, and see if they have money for offerings and see what happens. See what they have on their shelf. So yeah, this is an $18 million offering of 94.8 million shares at 19 cents a share. And so they knew, everybody holding this stock, this is the problem, is that they knew everybody holding these shares were about to lose 50% of their investment here. You gotta hate it. What is this music, man? This music doesn't... There we go. Alright, so, like, what happens here? Yeah, I mean, these are what offerings do, though, Brendan. Yeah, I mean, some people... Yeah, I mean, you could, but the problem is, to the person saying, hey, it looks like you can make a lot of money shorting stocks, the problem is that these are penny stocks. You're not going to find shares to short of these. You're not going to find shares to short of 50-cent stocks, because that would be too easy, right? A large majority of these stocks under 50 cents fail, and so it would be too easy to just short them. You know what I mean? So, just to put it into perspective, so an offering, guys, is similar to an IPO, all right? And what an offering is it's an offering, or a sale of securities. Here's the basic logic you want to understand with offerings, okay? The IPO is probably the most common offering, all right? Think of initial public offering, IPO. If it's a secondary offering, it's almost always bad, especially for the shareholders. Because if it's a secondary offering, that means the shareholders lose money, right? And so that's what you understand. This is a secondary offering, or it's definitely not the initial one. And everybody holding this just lost 50%. And that's what's scary. And you can check these by going to BAMSEC, BAMSEC, and looking into the filings to see what they have on their shelf. Why not hold some now? Why are people still buying at 19 cents then? Ooh, you were holding it, Emmanuel? That's rough. Yeah, it's just hard to see, man. And like I said, this is the nobody mentioned BNGO, man. Look at that bounce. Just to put it into perspective, I got out here. That's alright. But hey, We'll see what happens now. AINC pushing up here. This is the lowest float of the day. AINC. What did Hoth end up doing? Hoth is still at 3. But yeah, AINC is the smallest float today. So y'all watch AINC too. Alright, so look, AINC is pushing up. It's at 960s now. 960s for AINC. Sorry, that was weird. Yeah, Nancy helping me out. Offerings are certainly not my specialty. Nancy says, think of an offering like this. Imagining you own a $100,000 house with 3 other friends that your house is worth $25K to each of you. So 4 people own the house, a quarter of each is $25K. Then you decide to bring in 10 new friends to buy into the house and pay the expenses. That now makes your share of the house only worth $10K. Hope that makes sense. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's just dilution, if you will. Which is why an offering's bad, which is why it's bad for shareholders, because it's just diluting. You know, it's supply and demand, right? It's adding more shares to that float, and thus diluting the stock and making it worth less. That's really what it is. Alright, so HOTH flushed. Hey, it popped right back up. Another down wick here. So we got some buyers stepping in at 290s here for HOTH. We do have some buyers stepping in at 290s. Look at that. Every time it pulls back there. And there's another down wick. We'll see if it holds, though. Hey, yes, sir, Blue. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Cron? Cannabis. I've seen Cron before. I've traded a lot. Not moving much. CGC, same thing. APHA, not much. ACB, not much. So yeah, cannabis market is dull today. Look at Bingo, man. Bingo did rip up. I was just a little bit off. But yeah, HOTH, OGEN. Look at OGEN, guys. OGEN. And most of the time, offerings don't hit like this. They don't usually hit right now, which is what the weird part is. Like, most of the time, offerings are not going to go through right now, like in the most voluminous time of pre-market. Like, that's not really what usually happens. But yeah, look at OGEN, guys. Big rip here, up to almost 50 cents. Let's watch it at this 50 cent level. Let's see if we got a catalyst here for OGEN. OGEN. This is Origenics. They announced the closing of 6.5 million registered direct offering. But see, that was 2 days ago. I don't know what the catalyst is for this. Bingo, still ripping up. I'm still kind of mad about it, honestly. BNGO ripped up big here after I exited the position. Would have been a nice green trade. Just got a little bit impatient, and I think that's okay. I would rather cut my losses quickly and then miss out on some wins than hold my losses too long and build up huge drawdowns. Still looking at EBON. BNGO is ripping up big though. PED, nothing. HOTH and AINC. So yeah, these three are the main watches right now. AINC, HOTH, and BNGO. EBON? I mean, I don't know, man. EBON, I don't know if I'm loving it. I think this has a bigger float, too, but I'm not 100% sure. OGEN rejecting at the 50 cent level. Sitting at 49s. We'll see it. HOTH back over 3. And so yeah, here's a good example. Here's a big upwick right here. And this upwick indicates selling pressure. So you see big upwick, rejection. That's how you use wicks to determine short-term momentum. AINC, guys. AINC is at 970s. 18. We got 508 people here already. So listen, if you want to help support your boy here, help support the channel, everything we do here at this channel, hit that subscribe button, click that like button. We day trade live for free every single weekday morning. If it's your first time here, at this channel, we don't sell a course, we don't sell a service, we don't claim to be experts. We're just a free resource and community for traders to get together, brainstorm, and learn from. And so if you appreciate movements and content like that, where we don't charge you for anything, hit the subscribe button, click the bell, turn on notifications. We do this live every single weekday morning for free. I am using Benzinga. Check the description if you want to see more from Benzinga, but I am using Benzinga as a scanner. TYME, we got BNGO here, we got HUSN, AINC looking good, we got OGEN. So we're still watching Bingo here. I think the next step for Bingo is 275s right here. See if it holds there or not. But we did get the bounce there. Hey, what's up, Chandler? NXTD. Yeah, OGN's interesting. NXTD's down. I'm looking at that previous closing price and it's just still in there. Still looking at OGEN too, though. How can you predict 275? What factors do you use to make that prediction? Mostly I'm just looking at like quarter dollars at this point in time. It's not only quarter dollars. Here goes HOTH pulling back some here for HOTH. Alright, we're going with 50 shares here. Just 50. We're keeping it small. We're going to see if we bounce quickly off the VWAP. But yeah, mostly like for BNGO, I'm just looking at like quarter dollars in relation to major levels on the previous chart. So if we look at 275, for instance, and we look at yesterday, then you can see 275 was a high level. On, just to come back to it, look at BNGO here. So if we go back to yesterday, for instance, and you look at 275, which is also a quarter dollar, but if we go to 275 here, and we extend it, and we draw this chart right here, 275, and then we extend it to the left, look at this. So we do run into this. I was, I guess, a little bit off. It's about 277, but still, point remains. And then we got a lot of confirmation there too. If we go back and back, we see more and more. And so that's what we're just looking at is quarter dollar levels. And you can see now that we broke over 275, we are pushing up some here. What am I holding? Hoth right now, right? All right, we're slightly up. 50 shares, nothing too crazy here. We got the pullback we wanted. And we're just going to see if we can hit 3 now. Quarter dollar is like 25, 75, you know, 575, 525. I use half and whole dollars, but I also use quarter dollars as well. We're going to sell half here just to protect it a little bit. And we're going to hold this 25 and let it run a little bit more. PED, AINC, TYME. Am I missing anything right now? Alright, so there's Bingo over 277s. And so yeah, you can see it did hold there. Now it's starting to rip up. The next step for Bingo is here at 260s or 280s. So we're gonna pull back in Hoth here. See if we can bounce there. I don't mind holding that one. It's at the open, but we did hold at 275. Alright, so we get a pullback to 275. I might consider bingo. I'm not 100% sure, though. FGF. Look at FGF, guys. FGF. FG Financial. It's at 570s, 580s for FGF. This one's making some moves here. Let's see if this has a catalyst now. Again, FGF is the symbol here. No catalyst here for this one. Like I said, we're still holding Hoth here, and we are getting that rip up. See if we hold here. I mean, we can hold this one pretty close to break even. '97s. So 97 rejected. Yeah, there's 95s. I don't know, AB. I don't know, bro. Can you not do pre-market orders when trading? Oh yeah, market orders are not allowed in pre-market. So here's a quick pop. See if we break threes. We're very prepared to exit this one though. Yeah, we're gonna get out here. All right, so we made a little bit of money on this. We're technically green in pre-market, although slightly, but we caught the bounce at the VWAP that we were looking for. A and C still trying to hold over nines. Hey. And another one that kind of people have kind of forgotten about today is HUSN. Hey, nice in. Glad you got it, bro. Nah, the market doesn't close at 1 p.m. The bond market does. The stock market's open all day, I think. FGF. Look at 580s for FGF here. Hey, and look at bingo here. Like I said, I'm watching this level. This is the level I was talking about, 275, 277. We'll see if it bounces there or not. It could just fall back down to 260s, who knows? But like that's the level I saw here for like 275, 277. Why did you exit Hoth? Because I'm just scalping quickly. Yeah, hey, look, there's the bounce. Hey, see, look, I told you guys, 277s, 275s. Beautiful bounce exactly off of that level here. We'll see if it ends up breaking this high now for BNGO. Hey, Happy New Year's to you as well. Alright, so here goes BNGO. We'll see if it breaks. See, now it's in this range, so we'll see if it breaks out of this range at 280s. Alright, so we're sitting here watching bingo. I don't know what it's going to do. We did bounce at 275s like I talked about. I hope you guys can see how you develop these levels. You look at previous charts. Again, if we go back to the previous day, you can see this high. Really, it was right here, so I'm a little bit off on the level. I'm going to move it up some right here. And if you go back, you can see how well it actually follows these big levels. Alright, there's 280s. We're breaking highs for BNGO now. Yeah, these start at 8 a.m. market time. 8 a.m. There's the break. It's at 290s for bingo, BNGO. There's the break. Alright, we're at 293s for BNGO, 293s. CYRN. We got SNMP making moves. EBON. Hey, EBON is bouncing here. It's at 590s. RLH trying. AINC sitting over 9. Still watching Hoth here. Yeah, and for those asking why I don't hold Hoth, this is why. Because we're gonna get a rejection at that $3 level a lot. HUSN. We're still looking at bingo here. BNGO. TENX. Alright guys, we got 6 minutes until the open. This isn't halted. It's just not doing anything because it's pre-market. Yeah, the volume's just low. It's just got low volume. That's it. I think, right? No, you're right. No, wait. Okay, no. Yeah, it's just halted. No, yeah, it's just halted. TNX is just low volume. Alright, so here's pulling back to that previous high at 285. We'll see if it bounces at 285 now. Might not. Might just break underneath, but that's the next step, is to see if it bounces at 285 here. Hey, what's up, Mikey, Daniel, Mohammed, Natasha, Will, O'Day, Can Man, what's up, brother? What's up, Ben, Johnny, Richard, Mambo, Will, Zane, Nancy, James, Tyler, Austin, Memphis, Daniel, D, Alex, James, Althea, Edgar, GG. We got a lot of people here, guys. I just realized I can't go through the whole list. It would take me too long. Market opens up in 5 minutes, but I appreciate everybody being here today. Over 600 people here before the opening bell. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Let's try to break 1,000 people today. Live on the stream. We'll see. But let's try. Hit that subscribe button, guys. You know you want to. Everybody's doing it. We're going to go all the way back to the 90s Dare commercials. Just try it one time. Everybody's doing it. Just hit the subscribe button. You know, just try it one time. Hit the subscribe button, guys. If you click the notification bell, you'll get an alert anytime we go live. So hit the subscribe button, click that notification bell. And we're going to watch BNGO and HOTH, the Ice City of Hoth right here, to see if it bounces, if what happens. We're going to watch this one into the opening bell. We're going to watch BNGO, and we're going to watch AINC here as well. So those are the three that we're really paying attention to right now. I have no idea motivation. I have no idea, bro. Try not to say the same thing over and over again, though. Hey, my man, Mohammed, thank you for the $2.99 donation, brother. Appreciate that, man. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that, dude. Thanks, brother. Appreciate that. Yeah, those are the ones I'm watching all day. I mean, they don't look bad, bro. I mean, like, we're watching them. They have the most volume. I'm not saying they're going to go up, but they have the most volume. But yeah, hey, my brother, I appreciate that, Mohammed. Thank you, man. Yeah, the channel's been growing like crazy. We've had a lot of really supportive people. Mohammed certainly has been really supportive, so thank you, brother. I appreciate that. I appreciate everybody that's been here the last few days, and we're going to keep growing. We're going to keep moving. We're growing by like 200 to 300 subscribers a day here on the channel, so hey, let's keep growing. AIKI, guys, is another one. It's just over 1. We're watching that. We're going to see if Hoth rejects at like 3 or what happens. Hey. I don't know, man. We'll see. Hey, my man Mitch, what's up, brother? Hey, Happy New Year's to you as well. Hey, yes, sir. Hey, let's look forward to hopefully a great year. I mean, we all said 2020 would be a great year, and we saw what happened. But let's really hope we get a good year for 2021. But yeah, appreciate that, Mitch. Thank you, brother. Love you, man. Let's kill it next year, bro. Let's do it. Hey, you as well, Mitch. You as well, brother. Thank you, man. Hey, you gotta come on stream one of these days, bro. Yeah, man. Jack's getting big, bro. Jack's getting big. Jack is finally into Halo. He's 7 years old, but he's finally into Halo, which is like my dream. You know, my son is into Halo. I can play video games with my son. It's like my dream. It's coming true. I can play video games with my son. You know, and so that's what Jack's into now. He's into Halo. Hey. Alright, guys. Hey, we got 45 seconds. 45 seconds. Let's do this. Yeah. Hey. He's into Halo, man. He's into Halo. That's like my dream, you know. We've been all the last week we've been putting Halo Legos together. He's got this whole Halo Lego set. We've been putting like the Warthog, like the rocket guy. We've been doing all of it, and he's loving it. He's into it. All right, guys, here's the bell. 20 seconds. Let's do this. BNGO, we're watching this one. We're watching HOTH. We're watching AINC. Let's do it, guys. Here's the bell. Good luck. Let's make some money today. Last day of the new year, or last day of the old year. Let's try to kill it today. Let's do it. Hey, what's up, Rhetorical? Hey, there's the bell, guys. We got threes. We got threes. All right, we got AINC. AINC is the first one. We got HOTH, guys. HOTH and AINC. AIKI is shooting up. AIKI. We got BNGO pulling back some. Hey, there goes HOTH. It's up to 308s, 301s. Big rejection down to 280s for HOTH, down to 280s. We're still looking at bingo here. Big pullback on, what is this, Hoth? Yeah, big pullback on HOGH, or HOTH. I said it before, I sometimes like the ones that pull back because those will give me red to green moves later in the day. Bingo with a big downwick here. A big downwick for bingo. All the way down to the VWAP. Look at this buying pressure here. So we might actually start pushing up. Yeah, there's bingo pushing up after that big down wick. We'll see if it holds now, though. That's a pretty big wick. Look at ANTE, guys. ANTE. Yeah, so bingo's starting to push up. And again, exactly what I told you guys about wicks. Same thing. All right, we're going to look for 295 break here for bingo. And it's pretty early, so we're going to trade it small first. It's pretty early, so we're going to trade it small. All right, we're in with 50 shares. All right, we got a quick spike up. All right, we're doing okay. There's threes. Let's get over threes. There's 305s. Hey. All right, we're going to take half off there. Ride the rest up. All right, we're out. All right, so we caught the spike. We were down on bingo before that, so just to clarify, it's not like I just made 50 cents. We were down already. But yeah, we caught the bingo, and again, we used a lot of things we talked about in pre-market. We saw this big down wick, which what does down wicks mean? Down wicks mean buying pressure. And so we saw a reversal when we caught the red to green move. Still ripping up, though. Still ripping up big. Maybe I should have waited. But hey. We caught the move. Hey, bingo ripping up big. Up to 330s, 340s. BNGO, guys. BNGO, 344s. It's going to test 350. Look for 350. Yep, there's 350 rejection. Big down wick. So selling pressure coming in. A lot of people unloading now. Oh, my bad. Yeah, let me change these scans. All right. All right, so bingo, guys. Top move today, bingo. We're also looking at Hoth, ANTE, HUSN. It's kind of spiking up some ZKIN. Look at ZKIN here. Look at ZKIN making moves. Look at ANTE, ANTE. Look at CAN, CAN. All right, so CAN is up. Look at this move. CAN is one of my favorite. I bet you this is a moving average crossover. I think I just missed it, though. Yeah. So we got the cross there, unfortunately. Just missed it a little bit. AINC, guys. Look at AINC. This is the smallest float stock that I've seen today. AINC. I think it has like a 1.5 million float. Also, look at HUSN. Bingo with a huge pullback to threes. But look at HUSN. HUSN, guys. Big moves here. AINC, wow, look at bingo, BNGO here. Big pullback to 3. Y'all be careful though, these are crazy. Alright, so here's the squeeze. There's threes. I don't mind the little three pullback on bingo, though. It's a big pullback, but it might bounce a three, and then we could use that as a risk. It's too late. Man, I was trying to get into it, just a little bit too late, unfortunately. And there's the squeeze. Too late now, though. Look at CAN, guys. CAN. Yep. Hey, I talked about the crossover, and we got it there. It's just too late for me. Look at ANTE. Not the most volume for this one, unfortunately. That's the problem with that one. ACY? ACY was the craziest mover in the last week. ACY is showing up here. Alright, we're going to try to buy a little bit of this, I think. Alright, we're in with 100 shares of this. 100 shares. There's 28. Alright, we just got out a half. We still got 50 shares here. We're going to get out a little bit more, and we're going to hold this 25 share position. See if we can just scalp this top. Now we're going to get out there. Too big of a drop. So, a green trade. I think we've only had one loss today. And we're letting these little trades add up. ANTE dropping down. AKNX pulling down here. AINC. Look at AINC, guys. Again, this is the smallest float stock today. If we break, there's the range break for AINC. It broke over 950. 950. Let's see if it pulls back. It actually holds that level of support now, is what I want to see for this one at least. Hoth had a big drop. Big drop on Hoth. Look at this. AINC, 960s. It's a tiny float, but it's very risky as well, so y'all be careful. Everything pulling back some, except for this one now, including Bingo did. AINC is the only one that's really pushing up some. CAN dropped. HUSN dropped. BNGO dropped. HOTH dropped. And then AINC dropping. So honestly, we're getting a lot of rejections right now, guys, so y'all be careful. We're green on today. JAGX, my bad, man. Am I missing that one? Oh yeah, JAGX, guys. JAGX. Pulling up big here. We rejected at 70 cents. Look at that 70-cent rejection. And so for me, I want it over 70. Look at all this. Look at all this resistance here. So we've got resistance here, here, here. Look at all that confirmed resistance. So I want to see it over 70. And yeah, there's the rejection at 70 cents. We'll see. It needs more volume for me, Muhammad, but I appreciate it anyway, brother. You know, thank you, man. I know, I appreciate it anyway, Muhammad. I really do. Like I said, I'm very open to call-outs. You know what I mean? And, you know, your heart is in the right place. You're just trying to look out for me, so I appreciate it anyway, Muhammad. But like I said, I need it over 70 for me to want to take it. Look at ACY, guys, and this is the big crazy runner that you know, this is the one that ran the last few days. So ACY is really, you know, this is really the one, I think, guys. I think this is what everybody else is going to start watching. Volume starting to get higher. Maybe I'm wrong, though, actually. CLSD. CLSD. Look at CLSD. Yeah, it's kind of a weird day, guys. All right, so look, there's CLSD trying to break highs. Look at CLSD. CLSD breaking over highs. Yeah, Hoth's still down. Yeah, a lot of those ones that we were watching at the Open just got rejected. Which is what I'm always saying, man. Like, most of these are terrible companies, to be honest. Look at AIKI here. But yeah, like Hoth, a lot of these just got hammered. But look at AIKI, guys. What hey, Mohammed, which one were you watching, bro? Was it JAGX, right? Alright, so this one's kind of interesting. I mean, listen, if it gets some volume and breaks over 70, I don't hate it. And it's bouncing at the VWAP some now as well, so I'm certainly watching that. Hey, so I appreciate that, man. It's like, I am going to watch that one. I'm going to look for over 70, but I don't hate it. And everybody's a little bit different. Like, people see different things in the market, and, like, you know, it is what it is. Look at PED, guys. PED over 160s. Might be interesting. But man, it's... yeah, look at PED. There's 160s. Alright, we're going to see if a new candle opens up first, to be honest, and then try to ride it up to, like, 170s. There's 166. Alright, we're with 100 shares here. Ooh, big rejection. Alright, there's 65s. The new candle's about to come in. There's 165s, 66, 67s. Ah, close. Alright, I'm probably going to get out of this soon. I'm out. I don't like it. I just don't like it. I'm just... Maybe it rips up and squeezes up big. I just don't like it. It's sitting there too long. I'd rather take a little loss and miss out. Yeah, maybe I'm missing out. I just don't like it. It's just too... It's sitting there too long. There's a big upwick, which means selling pressure. Even if it ends up ripping up now, I'd rather just avoid that risk, to be honest. AINC breaking lows, looking weak, man. Man, was I wrong with PED? Let's see. No, not yet. See, these upwicks are what's scaring me out of here. Look at the upwick, selling pressures. Y'all be careful today, though. It's a little bit tough. AIKI is pulling up here, and then it's kind of pulling back. I don't want to force it too much, just to get some trades in, so... Yeah, I feel you, Mohammed. I got you, man. OPGN, guys. Look at OPGN. OPGN, spike it up. It's at 180s. Volume's light. Y'all be careful. Volume's kind of low today. Look at SLDB. Maybe PED did do it, man. Maybe I was just a wimp. Alright, we're back in with 100 shares here. We're going to see if this thing actually rips up now. There we go. Alright, we got out of half. We got the quick rip. Alright, we got the quick rip. That was like one of the fastest rips I've gotten this whole day, so... Am I holding 50 shares now? Alright, so I made most of my money back on this. We're gonna let it pull back to 170 and then see if it bounces right back up. There's 171s. 171s. So we got up to 175, and I hope you guys understand, like, remember what I said, guys, quarter dollars are significant. And so look, 175 rejection. It goes up to 175 and it rejects. So like quarter dollars are significant. Am I gonna... Man, that was such a good trade. I think I should have just gotten out before this. Here's 170s. AIKI, guys. Look at AIKI. We'll come back to this. Look at AIKI, guys. Breaking highs here. It's up to 122s. Alright, we're looking good here. We just took another half off of PED, and we're going to let the last little 25 shares work and come back to it, so that way we at least make money on the trade. But look at AIKI. Yeah, let me check out. My man Mitch hit me with GAN. Hey, my man was right on it, man. Hey, Mitch, good job, bro. GAN looks solid. Mitch has been talking about this one for a while now, and man, this thing is just pumped up big. It's a nice call, bro. BNGO was pulling back some here. SGRP, look at SGRP. Nah, that's not really that good. I don't like it. Look at BNGO and Hoth. BNGO's trying to come back, but it still doesn't look great. Like I said, we're holding a little bit of PED still, but it's pretty small, and you know, we got ourselves back to roughly break even here. I might add some more to this if we start to break over 75s. Do I want to add some more here? Hey, did NXTD rip? Yeah, hey, you did call it. Hey, good job, bro. Blue. Nice call, bro. Yeah, Blue was talking about NXTD earlier. That thing's up like 30 cents now. So good call, man. Nice work. Yeah, I'm getting a little dull here. We're going to exit. Alright, so we made money on this trade. Small. We'll look to approach it again. ACY, guys. Hey, I called this one out earlier too. ACY is up and it's halted again. ACY is halted again, guys. If you guys don't remember ACY, research the last few days. ACY is up and it's halted again. Crazy, crazy. NXTD. Not bad, not bad. But ACY is up and it's halted again. It's halted at 875s here for ACY. Look at HUSN. Looks like a red to green move too. Looks like I was good. I got out of PED. What's the difference between buy market and join the bid? So the bid are what the buyers are bidding on. The buyers are bidding on a specific price. And so the bid is the buyer side. It's the cheapest order on the book, right? The ask is what these sellers are asking. It's the more expensive price. And so if you want to get filled immediately, you should jump in on the bid because that's what the buyers are bidding. It's the cheapest price. It'll probably get you an immediate fill. If you try to jump in on the ask, you know, that's what, or if you're buying on the ask will get you an immediate fill. I'm sorry, because that's what the sellers are asking. So if you buy on the ask, you'll get an immediate fill. It's the higher price. It's the worst fill because that's what the sellers are asking. If you try to buy on the bid, it's going to be a slower fill because that's what the buyers are bidding on. So that's the best possible price in the order book to get filled. Sorry, I had it mixed up at first. But yeah, that's what it is. So the asking price is what the sellers are asking. That's where they want to get filled. And so if you put an order out on the ask to buy, you're going to get filled almost immediately because that's what the sellers are asking. If you try to get filled on the bid, it's going to take a little bit longer because that's what the buyers are trying to bid on, if that makes sense. And then it's reversed for selling. If you sell on the bid, that's what the buyers want. So you're going to get filled immediately with your sell for the most part. And then if you buy on the ask, or if you sell on the asking price, that's what the sellers are asking. So that's going to take a longer time to get filled. Anyways, that's the right way. And so, sorry it took me a little bit. ATIF popping up. It's over 1. ATIF pops up and it's over 1. A lot of the times what you'll see me do is you'll see me buy the asking price because it's the worst price, but it'll get me filled immediately while still having the protection of a limit order is what you'll see me do a lot of the time. ACY is halted at 875. It was halted at 9:46 market time. It's 9:49. This thing will resume in 2 minutes at 9:51 market time. Is when it should resume 5 minutes later if it's a 5-minute halt. Like I said, look at HUSN, guys. HUSN pulling a big red to green move. The only problem is that it went up and it touched the VWAP already. And so I don't know if I like that. AINC, guys, break it out of this range. AINC, it's at 975s, and it is halted as well. So AINC is halted. It didn't even break out of the range fully, and it got halted for AINC here. Look at that 975 range. Wow. So yeah, AINC is halted. It should resume. AINC should resume at 9:40 or 9:52 market time, or 9:53 market time. Sorry, 5 minutes later is when it should resume. So what's the other halted one? ACY. All right, so ACY. ACY should resume in about a minute, team, in about 1 minute. Look at NXTD, though. NXTD bouncing okay. HNRG, look at HNRG is ripping up. But yeah, look at HUSN here as well. A little bit of a U-shaped breakout pattern. The only issue I have with it is that 850 level is above us, which might act as resistance. And also, it doesn't have the best volume for me. So that's the problem with it. Let's go back to ACY, because this one should resume in about any time within the next 60 seconds. This thing should resume for ACY here. It's at 875. Let's watch it. All right, so here it goes. So let's see if it resumes now for ACY. And if it doesn't resume in the next 40 seconds, then it's going to be a 10-minute halt, most likely, at least. So that's what we're looking at. ATIF breaking highs over 1, looking good. And when I say it looks good, I'm not telling you to buy a team. So please don't think I am. Alright, so it looks like this is going to be, unless it resumes in the next 20 seconds, it looks like this is going to be a 10-minute halt. ATIF breaking highs. It's at 105, guys. 105 here for ATIF. Alright, so yeah, it looks like this is going to be a 10-minute halt for ACY. Alright, there's the next minute. Again, look at ATIF. You know, I'm not hating HUSN. I might buy like a few tiny shares here, like 25 shares. Alright, we're in. Low volume. We're going to see if the U-shaped breakout pattern works here, but very low volume. We're in with... Ooh. Yeah, we're going to jump immediately out and just take the $2 loss. Just too low a volume there. I'd rather avoid that. Look at PED is trying to climb its way back up. Whew, glad I got out of HUSN. $2 loss. Could have been a lot worse. Just too little volume. Scared me out of that one. And I hope you guys can see, like, intuition is good sometimes, because I was looking at HUSN. I didn't like the volume. I didn't like the drop, and I took a $2 loss when it could have been a lot worse. AINC should be resuming right now. It should resume sometime in the next minute for AINC. Let's watch it. Alright, look at CAN is starting to reverse. I'm not sure if this is going to be a 5-minute halt. Alright, so we're waiting to see if this resumes. It's not yet. PED is starting to push back up too. The only problem is the VWAP is above us. So yeah, it doesn't look like this is going to be a 5-minute halt either. So we'll have to come back to that. ACY should resume in 2 minutes. Yeah, ACY should resume in 2 minutes at 56. Look at CAN here. CAN. Problem is the VWAP's above us as well here. And like I said, guys, Hey, listen, we still got over 800 people here. So, like I said, if it's your first time here, hit the subscribe button. We do this live for free every day. We're not experts. We're not selling courses. We're not selling services. We're just a free resource and community for traders to get together and learn from. And if you appreciate free content like that and movements in the trading world that are rare like this, hit the subscribe button, click the like button, and let's make this channel grow. Look at GCI, guys. GCI making big rips. Hoth and Bingo. I mean, Bingo looks better than Hoth. Hoth is looking over with, but Bingo is sitting right under 3. Not terrible. Hey, what's up, Max? Hey, thank you, bro. So, catch it back up in the chat a little bit. What's up, team? Alright, GCI looking okay. Like I said, I'm watching a few of these, but the VWAP is above a lot of these. Look at ANTE, guys. ANTE, this one is looking strong. Volume's coming in big. 250,000 shares traded in the last minute for ANTE. So the volume's good on this. I like the volume here. Yeah, ANTE is probably one of my favorite ones. Like I said, look at AINC and then look at ACY. ACY should be resuming in the next minute now. So let's see ACY resumes here and see what happens with it. I'm still looking at PED. I'm still looking at CAN. And now I'm looking at GCI and ANTE. GCI and ANTE. Both of those are very strong. Alright, so there's the resumption on ACY. It gapped up like $2. It gapped up like $1.25 actually. So a big gap up here for ACY. It did resume. We're also looking at AINC. AINC should be resuming in 2 minutes, but there's the resumption for ACY here. So we did resume. It was a 10-minute halt, which I've been seeing a lot more of those lately, just 10-minute halts. Look at CGA. Look at CGA. ANTE. Look at ANTE, and then look at GCI. So the ones that are running today right now, guys. So we are halted again for ACY. ACY is probably the top. It's the biggest runner. It's halted multiple times. It's been halted over and over again. And so it's sitting at 265 now. We also have CGA pushing up. It's at 370s. CGA. And then we have ANTE pulling back to the VWAP. Now, I don't hate this pullback, to be honest, here at the VWAP. We're going to dip by this. All right, we're in with 125 shares. 125 shares. I'm just now realizing the spread's a little gnarly for this, but this will be our swing for the day, or at least try to. We'll use 225 as a risk. We'll see if we get some squeezes up. AINC should be resuming sometime soon here as well. Alright, we're going to give this one a little bit larger range. I don't hate letting this one test. We're going to let it work a little bit. AINC, guys, should be resuming now. Look at AINC. It should be resuming now. It's at 970s. I would go back to it, but I'm in the trade. There's 34s, 35s. Let's see if we get a squeeze up. 36. Alright, we're going to take half off there just to protect it. I don't like the range. ANCI is not resumed yet. No resumption for AINC. Alright, there's the resumption for AINC. It did resume here. AINC, we'll come back to this one since it's so small. AINC is over the pre-market high at 11s here. Wait, what was I just trading? ANTE was it? Okay, yeah. So we're chilling here in ANTE. But yeah, look at AINC. It's getting halted again right now. Or no, it's not. Alright, we're scalping a little bit from ANTE. Big pullback at AINC. Alright, so we're still in a little bit of ANTE. We're holding it. We're in 25 shares. See if we get up to like 250 right now. So we caught the bounce at the VWAP for it though. Alright, we got out for a tiny win. for ANTE. It just pulled back big before we exited. So if you want to see it, it's like tiny, but it's still green. But hey, we missed out on some wins there. Look it up. Look at CAN here. CAN, it needs to get over the VWAP, and if it does, then it looks much better. Alright, we're scalping ANTE again. We're going to get out a little bit more there. We're holding 50 shares left. We're going to see if we can break 250. This is what we really want here. We're going to get this ready to sell if we need to. We're going to get out a little bit more there. We're holding 25 shares. There's the squeeze. We'll see if it breaks 250. Trying. There's 250s. 255s. Okay, we're going to get out there. Alright, so we just made a nice little $10 bill from that, and not too shabby. We'll take it. AINC. Huge pullback and a halt on the pullback for AINC. Wow. Sketchy, sketchy. But yeah. AINC, big pullback there on the halt. Ooh, man, JAGX. Hey, Mohammed, I give you credit, bro. Nice work, man. Like I said I liked it over 70, and we broke over 70 big here. So shout out to Mohammed, because he did that, man. He made that call. Good job, bro. Because yeah, you were spot on, man. He was calling this one out early. I should have listened. So hey, good job, bro. Caitlin, what? You're in AINC and ACY? What? ACY looks good. AINC, I mean, you alright? Rip. Yeah, sorry to hear that, Caitlin. That's rough. I hope you're alright. I mean, this was a big one. Alright, so we're getting a U-shaped breakout pattern in ANTE. I've already made some money on it. So we caught the bounce here at the VWAP. Really nice bounce. I don't know what I want to do with this. I'm also looking at CAN. I mean, but we're green today. It's been a good day. You guys have seen me. I'm green today. Look at CGA pulling back to the VWAP. Might get interesting. ACY resumed. Whew. ACY, guys. Gapping down, and this is like I said, when ACY and all the other ones started to rip, I tried to tell people that that's not usually what happens. Usually what happens is like you might get 1 or 2 halts like this in ACY. By the time the third halt rolls around, everybody's so ready to get out of it. Everybody that's holding it through all of these halts are so ready to exit that when the third halt opens up, a lot of the time you just get dumped down, you know. Hey, ANTE was the U-shaped breakout pattern. I just kind of talked myself out of it, but hey, there's the rip. There's the 260 pre-market high level it's trying to break. Oh, okay, good. Yeah, I'll see. I don't know why it won't let me allow some of these. It says error. Try again when I try to. Yeah, you're still in triple U, Mohammed. Hey, there's 267s for ANTE. Halted. Yeah, I mean, it's a good day so far. I mean, we've had 1, 2, 3, 4 green trades and 2 red. Pips over there trying to plug and spam. So hey, listen, I tried to tell you guys about CGA, and we got that bounce off the VWAP at 360. Honestly, I could have never known it was gonna work this well, though. I never knew it was gonna work this well. ANTE though, pulling back. Let's watch this pre-market high on ANTE. Like, we broke this high level. Let's see if we pull back and hold this as support at 260, guys. Look at 260. See if it bounces there. AINC resumed. Did it really? You still in it? I would be very careful with this. Yeah, it's looking rough. CGA is halted too. Yeah, I would get out. I mean, I don't know what to do. I'm not an investment professional, obviously. Like I said, if you ever see me trade a halt, I'm always selling as soon as it opens. The first time. Anytime I trade a halt, if you ever see me trade a halt, I'm almost never holding it ever through a second halt. I don't care where it's at. When it resumes the first time, I'm almost always exiting. Look at CAN here. CAN pulling back down to 540 VWAP level. Doesn't look terrible. It might bounce here. What's up, Austin? Okay, I see you. Givo. Yeah, we're watching Givo. RHE. Yeah, we got a lot of people talking about RHE. I'm looking at Cam. We got Triple U. Halted again. Alright, so this one should resume in about a minute. For Triple U. CGA. Halted right around everybody's favorite number, 420. I'm still looking at CAN. See if it bounces at this spot right here. This 540 level. So far it hasn't, but we'll see. Okay, good. ANTE did break up highs here. Look at break. So remember I talked about 260 for ANTE, and we bounced at 260. I'm kind of looking at a similar thing to CAN here. I think that one's a little bit late, but it's kind of a similar thing. And this is a good lesson on. It's not exactly at the very cent. A lot of the time it's support areas, and so I would consider this like a support area. And you can see we're looking to see if it bounces at this support area here, and same thing happened with ANTE with 260s pre-market high levels. Yeah. Yeah, y'all be careful. CTRM did hit a bunch of people in offering, man. Like a gnarly loss for a lot of people there, man. That's ridiculous. BGI pushing up. Yeah, a lot of stuff is red, Austin. I'm seeing that too, man. Yeah, sorry, Root. I know you said you sent me a message, bro, but to be honest, I like the room I'm in right now is separate. Right, the room I'm in is like separate from, it's not separate from the rest of the house. It was just an add-on room. Look at DPW pushing up, but it was just an add-on room. And so my point is, I don't get good service in my room up here. Like my Wi-Fi didn't quite hit it, so I have to run an Ethernet cord into here. Look at CGI. DPW is ripping. Look at CGI or GCI, I guess. Yeah, GCI. Yeah, ANTE. Yeah, ANTE's popping. Like I said, 260 pullback was what I should have taken on that one, though. nest. All right, there goes CGA resuming. CGA is resumed. It's at 450s. CGA. ANTE is pulling back again to 260s. All right, we're in a 25 shares here. 25 shares. We're going to keep this one very strict, too. Under 260s, and we're out. Not the best fill. All right, we just scalped a quick little bounce. And like I said, 260 bounce is something I've been really interested in since this one bounced here initially. So we got the pullback to 260. I've been calling that level out a lot today, and 260 is holding very strong here. I probably should have scaled up a little bit, but we're just building up profits at this point in time. It's been a very green day. Look at IPI, Intrepid, IPI. CGA just big pullback. I don't know if this is halted or... This is halted. So CGA just pulled a downward halt. So y'all be careful, man. These are kind of shady. Yeah. Yeah, Alan. Yeah, it's one of my favorite type of little dip buying plays. Look at CAN. Look at CAN. And you guys can see I don't make much per trade, but if you look at my trading, I mean, I'm green on almost everything today. Hoth, PED is the one I'm red, but Hoth, ANTE, I don't know what else I traded. I traded a bunch. Oh, BNGO, HUSN was a loss, but CAN, green, ANTE, green, HOTH, green. And so while I don't trade huge in each individual trade, it all adds up certainly. Yeah, I don't know, Muhammad. I'm not really... Yeah, exactly. A lot of the times, companies, that's exactly right. What Austin's saying about these halted stocks is actually, or these offerings is actually true. What you'll see a lot of the time is you'll see a stock get pumped up. Most of the time, they're terrible penny stocks, and this is what the owners or whomever do to make money with their stocks, right? Is they pump the stocks up, put out a good release, good catalyst, whatever it is. And then right when they're at the apex, they hit you with an offering and just make money from you. You know, basically causing their investors to lose huge. It's one of the reasons I never invest in penny stocks, because you will see that happen a lot. JAGX, Muhammad made a good call out here. So we're watching that one too. CLSD, I was watching this one earlier, just never really followed through anymore. And ANTE pulling back big here. So we're down to 250s. Next spot, see if it bounces at 250s. It is a $half level that it was confirmed prior in the day multiple times. So we'll see if it bounces at 250. If it can't, you know, like I said, we'll see if it bounces there. But this breaking under the VWAP and breaking under the pre-market high at 260 is a very weak sign. Right now, the strongest one is really CAN. Look at CAN. CAN's breaking highs. We got some confirmed levels at 575, right around where we're at now. And so we'll see if this holds or acts as a resistance level right around here. If it doesn't, and it breaks over that and holds it as support, that's an even stronger sign. Although the VWAP's a little bit low for me now, and so I think we're a little bit extended at this point for CAN. But it is worth a watch, and this thing's getting some volume coming in pretty big. I don't know what the float is, so let me look up the float real quick. Waiting for the float to show up. 131 million. Thank you, Nancy. 131 million in the float for CAN. So a large float. No filings, though. Nice. GAXY. I mean, it's just not really my style. Like, I'm looking at GAXY. It's just not really my style. Too cheap. OTC. You know, not really my style. Look at RHE, guys. RHE. Ripping up big. What is this little yellow... What does this little yellow thing mean in Thinkorswim? Like the little yellow man. Oh, it's stocks that hit 52-week highs on Thursday. Ah, cool. Alright. Alright. What's the float for Hoth? I've tried to look up the float for Hoth a few times. It never lets me see it, though. ACY. Alright, so we're halted with the RHE. Whew, ACY is back. And halted again, man. ACY is just what you want to see why float is significant. Look at HCY, just a very small micro float stock. And look at how crazy this thing is. I mean, this thing opened up at 650. It's sitting at 1050s now. Went as high as 11, you know, almost 12. And this thing is just making some big pullbacks. This one candle right here was, you know, over $1 in one candle, you know. Just to put that into perspective, if you're holding 1,000 shares, you're going to lose a ton of money if it drops $1 per share. You're going to use $1,000. It's a lot of money. Y'all be careful trading these low floaters. They can be very risky. Although you can make money with them, they can also be risky. But look at CAN. CAN's up to 580s. 580s for CAN. Okay. Hey, I appreciate everybody helping me out about the yellow man on Thinkorswim. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Just to... This is what I'm talking about. This little yellow man. Yeah, it's big news and big catalyst is what it is, so I appreciate that. CGA opening up. Look at alright, so 580 is a level. We pull back to 580, I might consider CAN again. Maybe. BNGO. What is Bingo doing now? Yeah, I don't know what Bingo's doing. It's just weak on the day now. Glad I got out of that one earlier. Another one, GCI, is not looking bad. So the futures market is open today, right? It's gotta be. So I don't think we have any restrictions. Aside from natural gas, we're fine. Alright. What's the SPY doing today? Not so bad. We got some momentum there. We're trying to get out of this. Okay, so we just got out of this on futures. We're up $25 in the futures market. We just scalped the SPY. We're up $25 there in the futures market on the ES. So we'll take that in futures. Just scalping the SPY's momentum. If we look at the SPY, we're still trading penny stocks. I'm just showing you guys what I took real quick. We scalped this break over the previous closing price. I saw this, and then we bought this at 372. And so we scalped it quickly. ACY, though, guys. ACY is up to 1050s and halted again. CAN did reject, so we're watching that 580 level because it looks like that's a big level. Hoth never did much. Alright, so HOTH is down. We're looking at TGC is showing up on the scanners. TGC's at 130s now. 130s. We're still kind of looking at CAN here, kind of. CAN trying to get back over this level here, and it's not really holding, so we'll watch it and wait for it and see what happens. I'm also looking at GCI. Alright, so we're in one more futures contract here. We're going to try to exit, see if we can scalp some. Okay, so we just got out for another $25 gain in the futures market. Alright, so that's up 50 bucks. And if anybody wants to trade on the same futures platform that I'm trading on, it's called Top Step. It's a funded account program for futures. They fund traders in the futures market. And the futures market, in my opinion, is like heaven for experienced traders. There's no PDT rule, instant settlement, very few fees and conditions. Almost no fees and conditions, or almost no fees and commissions. And basically, if you could trade momentum, again, I'm just looking at the SPY, and when the SPY starts to break and look like it's going to break highs, I scalp that momentum. I buy the bid, buy market, sell the market, just like day trading. The only difference is sizing. They go by contracts, which just means every tick up or down per contract is $12.50 in profit or losses. So it's kind of like the equivalent of 1,250 shares or so. But yeah. They fund traders, and so if you prove you're profitable, they're going to give you a demo account. Base one is $30K. That package is $120 for the first month, but they'll give you that $30K demo account, and if you can make $2,000 on that $30K demo account, they fund you that $30,000 as a professional proprietary futures trader. They've paid out over $2 million in 2020 to their profitable traders. They funded over 3,000 traders, and in my opinion, it's one of the best ways if you don't have that much capital, but you're a good trader, you know you're a good trader, and you want to try to get funded. I'll post this link here. Y'all can check it out. I'll pin it to the top of the page too, if you want to see that. John's music hits harder than AINC did my bank account. Hey, you know me, you know. ECOR, guys, look at ECOR. It's at 160s, guys, 160s. So look at ECOR. I wonder if this one has a catalyst. A tick means something different. It's gonna be I think one tick in the SPY is 25 cents. So every time, or not in the SPY, every time the S&P 500 moves 25 cents, I think it's one tick. I think. Look it up. I'm somewhat new to the futures market as well, so I would look it up. Maybe somebody here can explain it. Now look at ECR. I'm looking at CAN. Yeah, CAN still ripping, guys. Got over that 580 level, 575, 580 we talked about, and we're sitting at under 6 now. All right, we got 625 being the next major resistance here. 625, $250 level. We also have 6 right here, right around us. So that's the levels I would watch here now. So here's 6. Alright, so yeah, we got CAN. We're still watching this one. This one dips down to 580s. We might attack this one harder. We'll see. We'll wait and see. Like I said, guys, y'all want to help support your boy here, hit the subscribe button. You know you want to. Everybody does it. Hit the like button as well. Show support for your boy here, and I definitely appreciate any support we can get. It's been honestly, it's been the fastest growing week this channel has ever had. We have grown more this week than we have any other week in our history of this channel. So, love you all. Appreciate the support, team. I really do. Smash that subscribe button. I know it's a little cliche. Let me think of another way to put it. Click the like button. Click the subscribe button. And if you click the notification bell, we do this live every single weekday morning for free. We're not experts. We're not gurus. We don't sell courses. We don't sell our own services. We do post affiliate links. But if you want to support free content like this, where we don't charge for our content, hit the subscribe and like button. You know you want to. Hey, thank you, Kyle. I appreciate that, brother. Alright, I think Eric wants to hop on. Yeah, rip that subscribe button. Yeah. Alright, we're waiting here. Like I said, CAN is the big move. That's what everybody's talking about. I'm going to try to get Eric in here. Alright, so we're going to get Eric in here, guys. Like I said, y'all hit that subscribe button. Show support for what we do here. And let me get Eric in here. Yeah, market's slowing down. I'm also still looking at GCI. Now, this 280 pullback isn't terrible. Like, I'm not hating this. Hey, what's up, Eric? Oh, hold on. Let me fix the sound, bro. They might not be able to hear you. Hold on.
Hello.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's up?
Alright, hold on.
I see you've been having a pretty good day.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Been pretty green so far. Alright. Alright, let's do a test. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Testing, testing.
Alright, let me do my little liability spiel thing, and then... Alright. Before we begin, do you give me your permission to use your audio and video for this live stream on YouTube, and also agree not to say anything whatsoever that goes against the community guidelines of YouTube? Do you agree?
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
Yeah.
Alright, so what's up, man? You said it's definitely slowing down a little bit. My favorite one right now is CAN.
Yeah, I've been watching CAN, and I still have BNGO pulled up on my charts, but I really haven't been trading very much this morning. It's really unfortunate. I don't really like these like $1 to $3 stocks. I really prefer like the $5 to $10 stocks, and CAN is the only one we've got. And if I remember correctly, it has like a 130 million float. Right. And I just want to, for New Year's, if the 2021 wants to give me a present, it could be the first trading day next week. We get a nice $5 to $10, 10 to 50 million float. That would be so beautiful. I would love it. Yeah.
Hey, I mean, I've loved the last few weeks. I kind of like the small ones though. Like, I don't mind the small ones. Look at JAGX, and this one's still pretty cheap for you, but
yeah, I looked at that too whenever Mohammed was calling it out this morning.
Yeah,
I took a look at it.
And CAN wouldn't normally be bad, and it's making good moves here. So it's making good, predictable moves for the most part for CAN. Problem is the float. What'd you say the float was? Like 130 million?
On CAN?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 130 million. I think I saw that earlier. I'm not 100% sure. I can check again.
Yeah, so just a big float and less momentum. We did have like ACY show up again, but it's so risky and crazy right now. I'm not even touching this thing for ACY. And then we had AINC was another expensive one, but that one made its rip and it's done with now. Really looking like it's about to test lows. GCI isn't too bad either. GCI's been kind of slow and steady moving up. Volume's pretty light for it though. Somebody's saying Givo. A lot of people talking about Givo. Whoa, yeah, Givo, man. Hey, you might like Givo. Givo's up to 450s, bouncing off of 450s, ripping up pretty big. Getting some volume in, not terrible. What's the float? I know I've traded it before. The float of Givo. Man, what is wrong with my stock bot in my Discord, man? It's slacking. EBON. Yeah, look at EBON, Eric. You might like that one.
What is it?
EBON.
EBON.
U-shaped breakout pattern, broke over VWAP, starting to test 6. Got a high up there at like 620, 615. That might get some momentum on that break.
Yeah, this could be good. Let me see what happens with this.
Yeah, good
Hopefully.
gap up too.
Right now, I'm only up $10 on the day, so it's kind of just very, very rough. And Stocks Currency asked if what happened, Eric, am I depressed on a bad trade? I'm not depressed on a bad trade. I'm just depressed with the end of like December. It feels like every day I've been just like not making money, and it's kind of just sucks. It's like a bunch of like I win $50, lose $50, win $50, lose $50, and I'm not making any progress.
Hey, thus is my
Yeah.
life. You know,
Yeah.
that's my life. I'm doing all right today though, but yeah. I mean, that's kind of how the market goes. It's been a little crazy though. I think for me, it's interesting the different dynamics. Like I've loved the market the last few weeks, man.
Yeah.
Almost to the point where I'm a little bit spoiled because I know it's not going to continue like this.
Yeah, it's really just I think it's a matter that you probably like these like low cost stocks, and I really like the like $5 to $10. And I mean, I know that like I saw Kyle in chat. I know that Kyle's performing well on both the like cheap stocks and the expensive ones. Oh, not relatively expensive. They're not actually expensive, but like the $5 to $10 ones, he performs well on those and the cheaper ones. So I know that it's possible to do like you can definitely do both of them. Right now though, I can only trade one. Like 90, I think over 90% of my profit for this month comes from the first 2 weeks of December.
Yeah, I mean that's all right. You're still making good money and like you're doing good. I think. I do want to take a second to thank you, Muhammad. Muhammad, another $10 donation, bro. Thank you, man. Please listen, bro. You do not have to send me any more money, man. You've sent me like over $100 this week, man. So thank you, brother. I really, really appreciate the support, dude. I really do. Like I said, don't feel obligated to, man. I definitely appreciate it, bro. Thank you very much. You know, I hope you're gonna have a great new year. Let's make some money next year.
Kyle wants to hop on stream sometime. I would love to see that. You should have Kyle on sometime.
Dude, I've talked to Kyle. Kyle, bro, listen. Like I said, I used to say, when I grow up, I want to be Kyle, you know? Kyle, that man, you see that man scalp... Yeah, you see that man scalping charts, you know? He's legit. Like I said, you're more than welcome to come on stream, Kyle. Like I said, come on stream, you know, push your YouTube if you're still doing it. Push whatever you want, man. Hop on, you know? I'd have him. I think I've asked him before. I just never got an answer, which I respect, you know? But yeah, thank you, Muhammad. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you, man. Hey, look at EBON. Over 6 now. It's starting to test, like, watch 620s. I've been kind of feeling a little bit of a bungee feeling whenever I trade, too. Like, there's a few times I've gotten into trades, Eric, in the last few days where I didn't trade them like a bungee because, like, I didn't trade them with, like, huge downward momentum quickly. But I did get a few little pivots in there, even on one today. What was it on?
I saw you trade it, yeah. And you took it off the 9 EMA. I don't remember the ticker, but
yeah, I don't either.
It was like a pretty small trade. You got like a $3-4 trade on 100 shares.
Yeah, it was ANTE is what it was, and so
yeah.
It had this big drop right here. This big drop from 3 down to 260. So like a 40-cent drop. And like I dip bought it there, and that it reminded me of your trading style, like the bungee pullback. For you guys that don't know, Eric has his own YouTube channel. Let me push your link a little bit, but he uses a strategy he calls the bungee pullback. It is very similar to this. If anything, I might have held this one a lot longer than he holds them, but he does this exact same thing where he looks for a big drop to a confirmed level, and he just scalps it very, very quickly. So maybe I got a little inspiration from Eric with that trade on ANTE, but here, let me find this link. But yeah, y'all go sub to Eric too. Great channel, really helpful. Let me find it. Yeah, you're growing a little bit. You're up to 2.1K. I see you.
Almost 2.1. We're 18 away from 2.1.
Hey, y'all help Eric hit 2.1K. Sub to Eric. Do it now. I'll consider it a favor. He's a mod, really helpful, you know, trader. I've learned some from Eric too, so y'all hit that subscribe button on his channel. Go do it now. Look at NTN popping up.
I've traded that before. I love that stock. I have very good memories of NTN.
I don't know if I ever have.
Do we want to have Kyle on right now? That could be a lot of fun.
Kyle, why don't you want to plan to come on like, or no, let's plan to come on Monday. Let's plan to come on Monday. If I don't know if I want to have a bunch of people on right now.
Okay, yeah.
Just because like I kind of like to prepare it a little bit, just as the channel itself. But Kyle, listen, you want to hop on? You could have both of y'all on Monday if y'all want to like plan it out.
Yeah, that'd be really fun.
Okay, yeah, and like I said, I'm not saying you'll even want to, but for anybody that comes on the channel, I always let them promote, you know, something of theirs. You know what I mean? And even if you don't want to, that's cool. But like, you know, just think of something you want to promote, and you can hop on here and we can talk. Like I said, if you don't know Kyle, I think he has a YouTube channel. But
he did, but I think he privated all his videos except for one.
Yeah, but super talented trader, very active scalper. And when I say talented, I mean this dude is trading with a big account, over 6 figures, and this dude makes, from what I've seen, this dude's making like 4,000 to 5,000 a day sometimes, sometimes more than that. And he's getting in a lot of trades. So you think I'm an active scalper trading 10, 15 times a day? Kyle probably trades what, Eric? Like
he trades like
40?
6 to 8 times more trades than I do on an active day for me. Like I've seen him post screenshots of like 200 to 300 trades in a single day. I know that Thinkorswim, like he was showing that Thinkorswim sent him a message that he would have to be trading less, otherwise they were going to start charging commissions. And I think that the threshold for that was 380 orders or 380 round trips. But Kyle could correct me if I was wrong. But yeah, he trades a lot. It's crazy.
Yeah, but it works. And that's kind of like, I think if I had a big account, I'm not saying I would trade exactly like Kyle, but I think if I had a larger account, I would be more suited towards that, just based off of how my trading is, like a bunch of small wins that add up to being decent profit, you know. And you got like maybe a few shining bigger trades in there, but that's my favorite way of trading, is just quick scalping. 1,800 orders per day on Thinkorswim, Kyle says. Yeah.
So I wonder what the order. So the orders are like the filled orders, though. And speaking from experience, a lot of times, like if I'm looking through it right now, one of my trades was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 orders. So my guess is it's like probably still around like 300 to like maybe 400 trades, because like a lot, especially because he's trading larger size than I do. So each position he takes will be like more orders.
Right.
Because the more you scale up, the more like partial fills you get, like where like it can't do it all at once.
Right, exactly. And that's why, like, I've traded 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 8 or 9 like full round trip trades. But like I've done 36 fills today, you know, and so it adds up. It's not as much as you think it is, but it's still a lot, you know. Like
it's so much.
Yeah, Kyle's what did he say? 1,800. So it's not as much as you think it is, because like I said, I've traded 7 times and I've had 36 orders, but it's still a lot. It's still a ton of orders, but he makes it work. And like I said, he's got a big account. He's so successful at it. Like I said, somebody said it here. Imagine being so successful. Thinkorswim's got to threaten you to charge you commissions or just to get you to slow down. But I think day trading, that's where the edge is for me. It's just you get into a bunch of trades and your probabilities play out easier, because you're getting into the sheer number of trades you're getting into allows your edge to be more pronounced, if that makes sense. Sorry, you're gonna say something, Eric, my bad.
There was an active market day where there were like a lot of stocks running that were like my personal favorite types of stocks, like how they were moving. And I decided I was going to try to trade as actively as I could, and to like see how many orders I could actually make. And I think I ended the day with 90 trades, which still comes nowhere close to like the amount that Kyle trades. And I was just like, I couldn't fathom how it happens, because in my mind I'm just thinking like I traded as much as possible and I still couldn't even get close. It's crazy.
Yeah. And that's what I mean. It's different for me. Like, I trade the first 2 or 3 hours of the day. I don't trade after that. I rarely do. And so I'm sure if I sat here, I traded, I could probably find some trades to get into. I think if I did it, I would have to limit myself to like, I would probably trade until like 11, and then I would trade, and then I would start trading again at like 2. You know, and so you get a solid 5 hours in there. I'm sure I could come up with some stuff, but that's still a ton of trades. But yeah, like I said, to hype it up, y'all want to hear more about that, about somebody that's really doing that and making a ton of money doing it? Y'all join the stream Monday. We'll talk to Kyle. It'll be cool to have both of y'all on here too, if you want to come on too.
Yeah,
Eric.
that'd be totally done. Ooh, did you see the flush on Ebon right there?
No, I didn't. There it is. Oh, down to 6 too. I like the whole dollar flush too. Do I want to buy this? I might. I'm gonna get in with 25 shares. Keep it small. And see if we can just hold over 6, and then if it breaks under like 5.95, I'll get out of this thing. Maybe I'll jump into a few more. All right, we're in with 50 shares now of this. Ooh. Quick exit. Lost $4, less than $4, but I didn't like that flush down there. And it bounced here at 5.96. You can see a triple bottom there. And so I don't hate that, but it was just too quick.
I played the flush, but I only got a partial fill, and then I marketed it out because when I get the partial fill in Thinkorswim, I don't have time to adjust my quantity. So I only made 1 cent on a partial, so I made $5, which is, yeah.
It adds up. People ask me all the time. People see me trade and they'll be like, bro, you're making $2, bro. What are you doing? And I gotta tell them, it's like, well, yeah, I'm making $2 in that trade, but like it all adds up, you know. So you make $2 here, you make $5 here, you make $10 here. It adds up to where I'm green every single day.
Yeah.
And, you know, even after that trade, I'm up about $18. So you know, I'm happy with that. You know, when you consider all the different trades, and that's how you scalp. Is the market open tomorrow? No, it is not. The market is closed all day tomorrow, but it's a full day today. I thought it was originally closing at 1 p.m. today, but it's actually open all day.
Yeah, I got confused. For some reason, I thought today was a full day, and then tomorrow is a half day. But I was corrected that it's actually closed, unfortunately.
Yeah. And the reason for a lot of the confusion here, Jivo's ripping up, so appreciate the call out, Thomas.
Yeah, I saw that call out too. Very useful.
Yeah. But the reason the confusion was there is because the bond market closes at 2 p.m. today, and so the actual stock market stays open full market hours today, but the bond market I think closes at 2. So that's where the confusion came, because a lot of people thought it closed at 2 and you know so forth, but it's actually just the bond market that closes today at 2. Hey, your birthday is on January 1st? Oh, well, your birthday, you must be overseas then, because kind of. It's the 31st here, but yeah.
Oh, another big flush on Ebon.
Looks like I glad I got that one. I did. Ooh, yeah. And that's why, like, you see this big triple bottom here, 1, 2, 3 at 596. Once that breaks, a lot of people are getting out. That's a lot of people's stop losses, I think.
I was not ready for that either. I might have been. Oh no, I was looking at Jivo, and then I just saw in my like peripheral, you know, like how I keep the 2 chart setups up. Yeah. I saw my peripheral, the huge flush, and I was just like, damn. I might have traded it. I don't know. I don't really know like what was going on prior to the flush.
Right. And I gotta slow it down. I mean, I'm still gonna trade, I'm sure, again today. But it's like I've noticed a direct correlation between the time of the day and how successful I am. And so like if I stopped trading 30 minutes into the market open every day, then I would be green, even more green than I have been. But I usually start to give some of it back later on in the morning. And so I'm still trying to adjust to find some strategies that work better then. But it might just be lower volume equals less consistency, which is probably the most plausible thing. Hawk trying to get back to VWAP. Let's see. Yeah, it's still got a long way to go though for me. I mean, it's still in a downward trend. For me to want to buy this thing long, it would need to get over the VWAP, and then it would need to pull up. Like if Hoth breaks up over the VWAP to like 3 or 295, and then pulls back to that 275, 270 level, then I might dip by it, maybe. But I still might not. But that's what I would look for to see if for me to enter this trade on Hoth. That's what I would need. XTLB. Now look at ASRT if you like these really cheap stocks. ASRT is ripping up. It's at 40 cents. And I've seen a lot of these really cheap penny stocks. 50 cents is such a solid level for these. Look at LC, Eric. Look at LC, man. You might like that one. Not the best volume, actually, but not terrible either. Any reason why getting over VWAP is important? Sure. So the VWAP tells you the trend of the stock. It tells you the intraday trend. So like that current trend. And so for instance, let me get a good example. So with Hoth here, with Hoth, we've been in a downward trend all day. So we've been below the VWAP in a downward intraday trend. You can see it, you know, just maintaining below this VWAP level. And so the VWAP is significant because when Hoth breaks over the VWAP, it signifies a trend change to an upward trend. And the most important thing you get from that is you get everybody else looking at it and seeing some bullish momentum. You see the sentiment change to an extent as it pushes over the VWAP. And so once you get that sentiment change, a lot more people are going to be more willing to buy over the VWAP. And so I think we're going to get a decent percentage of people that are looking to buy it on the pullback after it breaks above the VWAP and holds. And so that's where the kind of logic is with that type of trade. And that's why the VWAP is important and significant, because it controls the sentiment. You know, below the VWAP, downward bearish sentiment. Above the VWAP, upward bullish sentiment. And so we're just waiting for it to cross back over into bullish territory before we trade it, if that makes sense.
Jiva making new highs.
Nice. check that one out. And so yeah, one of my favorite trades is a VWAP fade. So it's looking for like a pullback to the VWAP and then a rejection off of it. I don't really short penny stocks like this, but in mid and high caps I would look for it. ACY. Yeah, ACY is up. I mean, like I said, ACY is just so risky to me, man. It's just so risky.
Yeah, the ACY and RHE from the other day, I just don't want to touch it anymore.
Yeah, they're dead to me, man. I'm not even looking at these things, dude. I guess I am, but super shady and sketchy and just difficult to trade. Too much risk. Small positions, yeah, for sure. But I mean, even 100 shares, for instance, you could lose, you know, in 3 minutes, you could lose $100+ with 100 shares, and with 200 shares, you could lose hundreds in a few minutes.
Especially the other day, like they were having like $4 ranges.
Yeah, we had some guy here. I haven't seen him since, but I think you were talking about him. He was here, and he was saying how it was his best day ever.
He was up 20K, and it went to a halt. He was like pretty safely above.
Right.
It was pretty safely above his entry, but he was in whenever it got halted on news pending, and then when it resumed like $6 below his entry after he was up 20K.
Yeah.
So he must have been down.
Yeah. You remember me telling him, I was like, "Have you sold?" You know, because he was like, "Yeah, it's my best day ever," and I was like, "Have you sold that position?" And he was like, "No," and I was like, "Well, I wouldn't, you know, celebrate just yet." And then exactly what I was worried about happened, which is that. And I think you even called out it too. You were like, "Hey, this thing might drop."
Oh, I was saying, yeah, like it literally hadn't had a red candle, like from the start of the move all the way up to the most recent halt. Not a single red candle on the 1 minute. And I'm just like, guys, like when this crashes, it's going to come down super, super hard. And then when the news pending happened, and it like wasn't just a 5-minute volatility halt, that was just like game over. It was just done.
Yeah. Yeah, and you only understand that stuff through experience, like through experiencing it, and like that's kind of part of it. It just takes time, but you know, you just in the way you do it, like you're gonna make mistakes, and those mistakes are gonna be learning experiences. I watched this movie with my kids. Love and Monsters is the movie. Good movie, by the way, but I watched it with my kids. It's called Love and Monsters, and one of the lessons of that movie is that. The only way you gain wisdom is through mistakes, and so you'll make mistakes and you'll gain wisdom from being in those experiences, and then you get a little bit better each time. And like that's what day trading is all about, is learning from your mistakes and growing from them so you can improve your own trading. And that's what you got to look at it as, and that's a way to be optimistic about losses as well, is that at least you're learning. The common saying is that if you don't win, you learn in trading, and it's very true. Yeah, man, I thought about him as soon as I saw what happened. I thought about that guy. I was like, man, because that's tough, man. That's tough.
Yeah, I did too. Because he was up so much money, and I'm just like, dude, like, take it while you have it.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was. But he couldn't. It was halted, and that thing was super shady. You know.
Same thing happened with the other one too, RHE. They both happened, like, had horrible drops. Oh, I didn't watch that one.
Triple U did the same thing. It was even worse. So Triple U. The day before yesterday, Triple U gapped up huge. Like, let me see, Triple U gapped up from, this thing gapped up from $3 to $14 in pre-market on the 29th, and then and then at the opening bell for UUU, if you look at it, you can see it ripped up to $14, had a huge $2 candle, red candle, and then got halted and then resumed at 7.
Jeez, that's insane, man.
Man, and
I literally can't trade stocks like that. I just can't. It doesn't matter how much money there is to be made there. Just like mentally, I can't like fathom going into it. I just can't.
And that's why. Well, I was just gonna say that's why, like I said earlier, like for me, I never trade the second halt. Like if it halts once, as soon as it resumes, I'm getting out. I don't care where it is. You know what I mean? Like as soon as it resumes after that first halt, I'm out of there. And because I've never been stuck in a second halt before, at least not any time recently for sure. And that's the reason why. Is like I'm scared to death of halts, man. Because those things.
Jivo new high, by the way.
Let me see. But yeah,
it's just pushing new highs. It's grinding slowly.
Yeah. Let's see if it pulls back to like 460 is what I would want to pull back to if I was going to trade this. CAN is pulling back to like 540. So it's still not looking bad for CAN. It's at like 544s, 545s. How is that legal? Because this isn't Thinkorswim, this isn't traders. When a stock gets halted, it's market makers. It's the people making the market at the exchange. And so they halt stocks for a number of different reasons. One of them is just volatility halts, right? But there's also news pending halts. There's a lot of stuff that could influence it. And
News pending is the worst, man. It's like a death sentence.
Yeah, for sure. That's what I was just about to say. If you get stuck in a news pending halt, you might as well just accept it.
And you have to wait for it. You just have to like sit there and wait. You don't know when it's gonna be. You're just stuck there.
Yeah. I think UUU was halted for like 4 hours. Yeah. Had been a nightmare for some people, and that's why y'all gotta be careful. And when you trade these low floats, the easiest way to avoid getting stuck in those is just research the float of the stock beforehand. Like for instance, ACY, AINC both have tiny floats, 1.5 million floats. And so if you see a stock that has anything really under like 2.5, that's a very small float, and those are going to be much more likely to get halted on you. And so understand that, and if you want to avoid getting in those, just research the float of the stock before you trade it. And then when you do trade these low floaters, just scale down. Hoth. Yeah, Hoth is climbing back up. Like I said, it still needs to get over a lot of areas for me to want to trade it. It's sitting at 270s now, 260s, and so it needs to get up to like 295 and then pull back to like 275, and then I might take it. Maybe. Jivo. Yeah, no worries, Ian. I don't know if does Thinkorswim have a way to look up float? I don't think they do.
Not to my knowledge. I don't think so. I don't know how to do that. If it is possible, there's two ways that I would recommend going about checking float. You can join like John's Discord or Trader Mike's Discord, and then there's a command where you can do !float space ticker, and then it will give you that info. Or you can just go on FinViz and you can look up the float that way.
Yeah, so here's the Discord. If you go to our Discord and you just go to the pre-market chat, and you can look at how we look it up. Again, like Eric said, it's !float with no spaces, and then you do a space, and then you do the symbol. So it's !float space, and then you just type in the symbol. So if it's HOTH, you would just type in HOTH and send that, and we have a stock bot that'll look it up for you. Yeah, it's weird how Thinkorswim doesn't have float. It's very strange.
It would be nice. The other thing that would be really nice is built-in halt features telling you where it's gonna halt. I don't know why that isn't a feature already.
It's weird, man. They should alert you, because halts, like if you're trading penny stocks, there's two things that can really destroy your account. Well, there's three things. There's big time traders getting involved, which you should know where the big time traders are, what they're doing. There's halted stocks, which can destroy accounts, obviously, like we just talked about, and then there's offerings. Now, offerings you can research beforehand. You can go to like BAMSEC, like my man Two-Way, really great trader, taught me a lot about those. So you can go to like BAMSEC and look into the filings to see what they have on their shelf, to see if you can, see if they have the potential to hit an offering on you. And that's one of the ways you can avoid that. And then I don't know why they don't alert people with halts. They should. If you like more expensive stocks, look at like IPI is ripping up big. CAN is bouncing at 540s. And then we're still looking at Hoth. But CAN bouncing at 540s looks strong.
Oh man, look at that spread.
For CAN?
IPI.
Oh.
Huge spread.
Oh, yeah. 60-cent spread. No thank you. Yeah, I'll pass on that. HOTH is showing up, though. I mean, we're watching HOTH. It's got to get over the VWAP. CAN is the only one that kind of looks good for me right here. Let's see. Hey, GS, thank you, man, for the $2 donation. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that, man. Shout out to GN. GS. Hey, G Spencer.
$15 scalp on Jivo on that bungee right there.
Did it pull back?
Yeah, I got a small little bungee there.
Yeah,
I had to mark it out though. I can't get filled on the ask nowadays, man. Like every single trade I've taken today, like it will flash like I'm up 40. I'll try to sell ask, won't work, and then I'll have to just flatten, and then I get like a quarter of what it shows generally, or sometimes even we'll get a loss, and it's just like, man, bill me on the ask, please. I think it's just I Actually, I don't even know why. Like, to be honest, like I kind of have ideas, but I'm not 100% sure.
Maybe the market makers are just overwhelmed with all the halts. You're just getting a little bit worse fills. Y'all using?
No, I don't ever go short.
Yeah, I like Thinkorswim. I mean, Thinkorswim's not too bad. It's good and bad. The charting is good. The fills are okay. The support's good if you got a big account at least. Hey, but yeah, thank you. Shout out to GS. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Or G Spencer. Thank you, man. Appreciate the $2, man. Really do. Appreciate the support. Y'all hit that like button, guys. We got almost 400 likes here today. Hit that like button. Let's run those numbers up again, team.
Really nice, like bounce too. I did not expect to bounce that nice. If I did, I would have thought a little bit longer. That's like a huge bounce.
Yeah, so I mean, Thinkorswim's not bad. I don't use interactive brokers just because of commissions. I don't want commissions. I need 0 commissions for my trading. If I have commissions, I can't do it. It just kind of takes it away, takes all the profit away. I was looking at ANTE and it's just dropping down. I'm kind of looking at GCI here, but it's so lower volume. I gotta be careful with it, I guess.
Check out BNGO.
Yeah, it's starting to fight its way back. Like I said, same thing for this one. For me to even consider it, and even then I might not. I needed to get up to like 3 and then pull back to 285s. Yeah, support is good if you have a big account. Yeah, for sure. That's kind of how it goes. Trust me, I know. I was on stream one day with Thinkorswim, like literally on stream, and their platform froze, and like I put in an order for 100 shares and nothing happened. And it was a market order, so it should have been insta-filled. Nothing happened, so I canceled that order. And so I put another order in. Nothing happens. I cancel that order. I put one more order in. Nothing happens. And then all 3 of the orders get filled, or maybe it was 4. All 3 or 4 of the orders, all of a sudden, I cancel all the orders. And then all 4 of them just get filled simultaneously. And so I'm in this trade, and I lose $100 instantly. And like I call Thinkorswim, and I'm like, hey, look, this happened. And they were basically just like, no, it didn't. You know, and I was like, well, look, I was streaming in front of 400 people at the time. This just happened. And like I said, they were basically just kind of like, nah, you know. But I've heard from other people that have much larger accounts than me that their support's pretty good.
Yeah, I've had good experiences. The only downside to their support that I've had is very long wait times. Yeah, I feel like that's probably something that you might experience with a lot of brokers. Not too sure, but
right. Yeah, it's just a big platform, you know.
Yeah, big a lot of users. Yeah.
So yeah, so I mean, Bingo's up there. What about Hoth? What did it do? Yeah, I just got rejected at the VWAP, and these are why these, like when I traded mid and high caps, these rejections at VWAP, I call them VWAP fades, very profitable. Which is why I have so much sentiment on the downside if it's below the VWAP like this. And the only way I'm going to get some bullish sentiment is if it pushes back up above it. CCNC showing up on the scans a little bit. Still looking at CAN, but nothing yet, really. LC doesn't look bad, though. LC's ripping up pretty big. Cobra broker, yeah, my Cobra has great shorts. If you're looking to short some of these pennies, Cobra's the one I think two-way uses. Cobra. AVON. Yeah, we can look at AVON.
Ooh, big flush on BNGO. $20 scalp. I bought 77 and then sold at 79.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, so you guys see how quick he trades? Eric trades very, very quick. And I'm starting to a little bit, like with my scalp, sometimes if it's like a big drop, I'll take very similar to Bungie's now.
small compounding profit.
Right. Exactly. All right. So Jivo's just kind of sitting up here consolidating.
Mikey, I traded 1,000 shares. So a $2,800 position.
Not too bad.
Stocks like that, I should have been taking 2,000 shares. I just don't really feel comfortable yet with the idea of $20 per tick. Yeah.
Yeah, it takes them a while to get used to, I think, for sure.
That's one of the reasons why I don't like the cheaper stocks, is like, if I'm trading, like if I were to trade the same way that I would on a $5 stock, if a $5 stock, I'm going to be trading 1,000 shares. And for a $1 stock, I should hypothetically be taking, 4,000 to 5,000 shares, but I just can't, because it just mentally, the idea of like 4 cents, being well over $100 is too much.
Yeah, I'm trading futures right now. It's kind of the equivalent of taking like 4 contracts in futures, where it just swings so quickly, We're trying to get out of here on the futures trade. We're in one. All right, we just got filled. So yeah, we're up 62 on the day. We're building up a little small profits in futures. And like I said, we pinned the platform, the funded account platform we're using for futures at the top if you want to check it out.
Zane,
Oh yeah, go ahead. I think he's talking to you anyway, so yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I entered on the bid with the limit order and then sold on the ask again with the limit order. I don't know if the baby's talking to me or you.
Do you see that? Nah,
is that me or you?
Honestly, he must not be able to read. Honestly, we've had a lot of people like this. They're just trolls. So don't. I'm just gonna ban them because, like I said, like I even put the disclaimer. You see the disclaimer?
Can I quick show? Can I show it?
No, just don't. Just,
okay.
Just don't even like that'll give them attention that they want, and so just leave it. Yeah, we're just gonna ban them anyway.
Okay.
But well, because it's like I post this because in the end it's like, look, as the channel grows larger and larger, you're gonna get people that get upset that this channel is getting big, right? Like I'll put it this way. My views are better than a lot of these bigger channels out there in the trading ether. That's all I'm gonna say. And so, sure enough, you're gonna get some of them that get a little bit bitter, and they're gonna send some trolls over here because they're insecure about it. And hey, listen, I love you guys for helping the channel grow like this. I really do. We've been popping off lately. But again, I mean, listen, if you go to a channel called Beginner Trading that literally tells you not to follow his picks, that doesn't claim to be an expert, any of that stuff, and then you get mad if every trade isn't green. You know what I mean? Like, in the end, if he followed the trades I really got into, he would be green,
Do you think he was talking to me or you?
I don't know. I think he's probably talking to me because I saw him the other day.
And I wasn't on stream for most of the day anyway, so I guess that's, yeah.
But it's like you go to a channel called Beginner Trading where they post a liability statement literally every 5 minutes that says, understand, we are not professionals and we are not liable for losses you take. We are not giving stock recommendations, and this is for entertainment purposes only. And then you get mad? Like, come on, man. Like, in the end, they're just trolls. I'm probably giving them too much attention now. Yeah, I guess, Miles. Alright, so I'm kind of looking at the futures market. What do you think about this pullback to 460s on Jivo? I don't hate it. We're gonna see.
I like, for this is me, it's already a miss, right? It's already done the movement that I trade, right. So
that down wick.
Yeah, I should have bought at 460 if I was gonna do it, or like around there, like 460 to 462. I didn't take it though, just because I don't know, I just didn't feel right about it. Yeah. Would have been a good trade, but I was also just thinking about the comment.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm catching up with the chat. See, I wish we got in 460s too, man. But hey. I'm not gonna catch them all.
Sorry, but can you explain what is a bungee trade? So my bungee pullback is essentially I wait for a large flush or a large pullback, however you want to call it, and then I pretty much just quickly buy the bottom and then sell within 1 or 2 seconds for a quick, anywhere from like 1 up to 15 cents of profit on whatever share size I'm taking. And I call it a bungee pullback because it's kind of like, I think it like whenever I think about it, it's kind of like elasticity, where like it stretches down and then kind of bounces up like a rubber band or bungee. So I called it the bungee pullback. I think it's catchy, and it kind of describes it a little bit. So
Hey,
that's
it's a
my
good
bungee
name.
pullback. Yeah,
Yeah, I
I
like it.
trademarked it.
Yeah, and you should, because like I said, bungee. Like think about bungee. Like goes down, pops back up. Like goes
Yeah.
down, pops back up. Like that's why he calls it a bungee, and it's a good name to be honest. I kind of low key wish I thought about it. You know?
Yeah, I gotta trademark it before someone hops on it.
Hey, yeah, you know. ACY is halted again. I made a little 1250 on futures again. I'm up 75 on the day there. Jibo is bouncing at 460. That's at 12012, but yeah, ACY is halted again, breaking highs here. But this is so crazy trying to trade these.
Miles, the market closes at normal time today.
Yeah. Yeah, it's open all day. Hey, is it smart to buy shares of CTRM right now? I have no idea, bro. You know, like I said, I don't give out picks. I have no idea what CTRM is gonna do. I know it had the offering today. I have no idea, man. I personally, for me, I would not, but it might go up, and I might be, you know, wrong. I have no idea. You know.
Tesla's at 712 post split, dude. That's insane.
Man, Tesla's taking over the world, bro. You know?
That's so insane.
Hey, thank you, Brendan. I appreciate that, brother. But yeah, that's what's so crazy about it. It's like the stock trading community is funny because it's like you could literally be like, hey, don't copy me. I'm not an expert. The channel's called Beginner Trading. We're not investment professionals. We're not giving out stock signals and picks. And then when anybody asks me, should I buy this? I always say the same thing. I have no idea. But still people are getting mad, you know. Tesla bouncing at 707.50. I miss trading mid and high caps. But yeah,
Oh yeah, you're looking at Tesla right now?
Did you see CTRM's offering earlier today?
No, I haven't taken a look at it.
Look at that thing, man. Ugh, that's nasty.
Oh man.
Yeah, got hit with an offering in pre-market, or late in pre-market too, which is even shadier. You know, they lost 50% of their investment. Anybody that traded CTRM today, so
that's
very
rough.
shady. Yeah. Yeah, I'll check that out, features. I appreciate it, man. I mean, I'll probably like I run my Ethernet cord into my computer anyway, just because I like having really fast internet.
Yeah, I do the same.
But yeah, but I appreciate it anyway. I'll check it out. This is just an add-on room to my house, so this room was added later after the house was built, and so it's like the farthest away from the Wi-Fi thing. So I have like a 50-foot Ethernet cord that I run through my house. My wife hates it. You know. Bingo back up though. Yeah, Bingo's back above the VWAP.
Jay Bazin asked, what does it mean when there's an offering? A company sells more shares, which dilutes currently owned shares.
Yeah, just think of dilution.
Yeah.
That's really it.
I just got a message on Discord for Hoth.
Alright, so hey, Hoth is up. And like I said, the only trade I'll really consider is if Hoth gets back up to like 3s, 295s, and then pulls back. Alright, green is good to you. Yeah, Eric has a channel. Stop scaring me, man. My wife scared me again.
I didn't scare you about that.
Dude, that time you did kind of scare me, man.
Hey,
Here, hold on. I gotta mute it. Eric, hold the string down, bro.
All right, got you. And yeah, Mario, I do. I'll send you. I'll put a link in the chat. Here you go. I'll at you. There you go. Currently, I'm just watching Hoth, and I might wait for a pullback. I'm not really too sure. I'm only up $32 on the day, so it's kind of like a pretty rough break-even day, but I've been having fun just watching the market. It's last day of the month. End of the day, it's still green. I think for the month I've made $3,300. So it's not great. It's not awful. What's that, Johnny? Oh, Mikey, what is my biggest loss and my biggest gain ever? All right. So my biggest gain was on December 4th of this year, right? So on December 4th, I had my first $1,000 day. My first time ever making $1,000. And there's a video on my channel that shows you, or shows you guys, I guess, my $1,000 green day. And I think my biggest win was on that day. And it was, I think it was like $200 or something like that. I don't remember the exact amount. And then my biggest loss ever. So to date, I've had 2 red weeks ever, and my biggest loss was what contributed to me having one of these red weeks. And the stock ticker that I traded was SPI. And if you guys traded back when SPI had its move, you'll know how insane the stock was. It was just like ACY and the other stocks that we've seen this week, where it just kept on halting up and up and up and up, and it had just these huge moves. And this was back in September, and I had been having a really good September. I had been consistent through the entire month. If I show you my equity chart, it was just a very, very consistent increase upward. And I felt so confident, very stupidly. And I ended up scaling from taking trades that were around $1,000 to $2,000 to taking a $17,000 position. I literally went and took, like 8 times more, traded with 8 times more equity than I had ever traded before. I took 1,000 shares on a $17 stock, and it ended up flushing about $1 a share. On the day I had been up like $400, and I think it actually did go over $1 a share because I ended the day down $900. It's my biggest loss by far to date, and I was up $400, so that must have been like an over $1,000 loss, and by far my biggest loss. I've never had a loss anywhere near that size ever since that day, and it ate pretty much almost all of my profit for that entire month. I barely made any money that month because of like that day and another red day, because it was that 1 week I only traded 3 out of the 5 days because I just gave away all of my profit for the month. Like, it was so bad. So my biggest loss ever was on SPI. And then my biggest gain ever was December 4th. And I traded like 2 stocks. I know there was one stock I was up like 500, the other 400, and then 100 divided by like 3 other stocks.
Right. Yeah. And I remember SPI too. For that's not bad for a big, for a largest loss.
And I went back. Oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead, finish.
I went back and I went back I think it was like a month later. I went back and looked at my order on SPI, and then I went and did on demand to look at exactly what happened, because after it happened, I literally just closed everything down, and it was SPY happened on Monday, or SPI happened on Monday, or Wednesday rather, and I took off Thursday and Friday because it was just so tilting for me. And I went back and watched it. I sold 5 cents from the bottom, and if I had held like literally like 10 to 30 seconds longer, I would have been up over $1,000 because of how volatile that stock was. And so it's just so crazy that that happened to me, because not only was I just being like super arrogant and scaling up, like, by the way, if you look at my equity curve since that day, it has been a consistent increase with no significant decreases. So I learned my lesson that day. That's probably the single most that was the single day where I learned the most, because I just let my ego go away for when it came to during trading hours. There's a time and place for it, and that's why that's also why I live by fear. I've talked about how I trade, and every single trade I take, I think about how much money I can lose instead of how much I can gain. It's because of what happened that day. There was a time where when I entered a trade, I would be thinking about how much I can make. I don't do that ever. All I'm thinking about is how much money can I lose.
Yeah.
I learned so much on that day.
That's a good mentality to have too. Like, you have to think about how much you're gonna lose, and I think understanding that is the crucial part of having good risk management. Because a lot of people, like I said, I get a lot of people on the channel and they're like, buy this stock now, do this, do that, do this, or they'll say, oh, you're good, you're bad. But it's like, they could make fun of me, people could say whatever they want about me, but one thing that I do well is risk management, and I think you do it too. Because Eric has a big account, he could be trading very large and he doesn't, and that's the right thing to do. But yeah, to touch on a few people, we have Zane asked, and Zane said, let me find it. Zane said, are candlestick patterns more relevant for scalping, or are they mostly used for long-term investments? And they're almost exclusively meant for scalping. Like, sure, you can look at the candlestick pattern for a longer-term move on a daily chart or something like that, but like, it's not going to have the momentum that you want from it. It's mostly purely scalping, is at least for me, in my opinion. The other thing, trading for charity, why be so negative, man? Like, all you've ever said today is negative things, man. You alright, bro? Your life okay? You know? Yeah, like, listen, and in the end, guys, like I said, if you come to a random stream and you just say a bunch of negative stuff, like I said, people will try to justify it. They'll be like, oh, I'm just telling people how it is. It's just kind of like, nah, you're just insecure with your life or yourself. You know what I mean? Because, like, only insecure and negative people need to go somewhere else and criticize other people. It's the reason misery loves company. And so, like, I genuinely just pity people that are negative like that. It just means, like, they're sad with their life. And they can justify and try to pretend like it's not like that. But, like, if you're a grown person, like, if you're an adult, you know why people are like that. So if I could give you any advice, team, don't be so negative. It makes you look worse. It makes you look insecure. It makes you look miserable, you know, and I pity that. So I wish you all the best. Let's have a good new year, and let's try to make some money in this next year. John, what is the biggest day you have ever had in your life as far as gains? I made about $2,000 one day. Trading mid and high caps. Largest win I've ever had. Or no, maybe it was more than that. It might have been like 5. No. I have to go back and look. It was a big gain like that. I can't remember exactly how much it is. Yeah, hit that like button, guys. Run those numbers up. Definitely appreciate the support. And again, I apologize if I'm talking about the negativity too much. That is certainly a character flaw on my part. But as we said, like, we're growing huge. Like I said, we're getting more views than a lot of these other big-time traders. One of them just ended his live stream with barely any views, and so it's an interesting coincidence that we got all this negative stuff coming out all of a sudden now. In the end, guys, like I said, love you all, appreciate the support. Let's keep growing. It must suck to be a hater, because you just got to watch us grow, you know, get larger and larger, and it feels good. Hoth never broke over the VWAP. We're sitting at 250. Watching that. What else we got? I'm still looking at Bingo. Bingo's back above the VWAP. If it pulls back to 285, I might take it. Hey, later, Austin. Hey, have a good new year, brother. We'll see you next year, man. Yeah, it's raining over here, Daniel. My worst day? See, man, honestly, to be real, I've been trading for every day for like 4 years now, so it kind of blends together, to be honest, at this point. My worst day. I know there was a day when I lost like $800 or $900, and I think that was my worst day. But I can't remember, to be honest. It kind of bleeds together, you know. I'd probably go back and say my worst day was probably back. I don't know if it was my worst trading day, but one thing that really taught me about range of stocks, like one thing that really taught me to analyze the range of the stock before you trade it, is that this was back in the SureTrader days. And if you don't know about SureTrader, it was an offshore brokerage for penny stocks, or for trading in general. It was just an offshore brokerage that had no PDT rule. It was based in the Bahamas. It eventually got shut down. But I was trading on SureTrader. I must have been learning trading for only a month or two at that point in time. Only been live trading for a week, maybe. And I remember I was up like a cool 50 or $100, and I was really excited about being up this $100. And so I saw a recent IPO. Looking back, it must have been like Roku or something crazy like that. It was a big IPO. I can't remember what it was. But I remember my logic was like, okay, well, I'm up $100 on the day. I'm going to take a small position of 50 shares. And, you know, because I don't want to risk too much. And so I'm just going to take 50 shares. You know, 50 shares can't hurt me. I'm just going to take 50 shares. So I buy into this stock. It was an IPO. And I lost like $400 or $500 within like 30 seconds. And I just froze. I was like a deer in headlights. I just froze it up, you know. And I realized that even with 50 shares, a stock can have a huge range. You know, a stock's moving a stock's moving $10 every 2 minutes. You can lose hundreds of dollars with 50 shares, and that's what happened. And so I went from being up $100 to just revenge trading and being down like $700-800. That was probably my worst day. But what it taught me is it taught me to analyze the range of a stock. Because to put it this way, a $5 stock can have a larger range than a $50 stock. And so if you don't analyze the range, and if you try to use a universal share size, you're going to lose a ton of money. You can't use a universal share size. Somebody asked me that the other day. They said, why don't you use the same share size for every trade? It's because the stocks don't have the same ranges. And so analyze the range before you get into the trade. Good lesson. But this was like 4 years ago. But yeah, that was probably my worst day if I remember. Hey, Muhammad, thank you, brother. Hey, chill out, Amir. ACY, I see you're just trying to alert me, so I'll let it slide. But yeah, don't spam, guys. Chill out. I know you guys are just trying to help, though, so I appreciate it. But yeah, y'all chill. Yeah, ACY, rip it up. It's up to 14s. Crazy move.
Yeah, by the way, guys, a better way to get either of our attention is to add us rather than spam.
Right, yeah, just
If you add either of us, it changes the color of your message, and then
look,
we see it.
I'll add Eric real quick, just so you can see. If you add somebody, I'll see it, you know. Yeah.
Well, it only highlights it for me, I think. I don't think it highlights it for them.
Hey, Mohammed, thank you, brother. Another $2 donation. Stop it, bro. Stop it, man. I appreciate the love, dude. I really do. Thank you, man. Shout out to Mohammed. $2 donation again, bro. Thank you, man. Why do I think what happens? What? Why do I think what happens? ACY? Why do I think ACY is ripping up like this? Just the float is so small. The float's like 1.5, or it's like 1.1 million.
1.5, I think. Oh, is it 1.1?
It's something like that. It's under 2. And so this is one of the smallest floats you'll see. And when a stock has a float like this, it's just going to have some huge ranges. It's going to get squeezed a lot easier. The float is going to be rotated. Let me see if I can find the float of ACY at this point. So ACY has had 7.6 million shares traded. So this thing has had like 5. It's been rotated 5 times. The entire float of the stock. All the shares available have been rotated 5 times already today. Close to 5, 4 or 5. But yeah. How do we add you on Discord? Just click on our name, send us a message, or just if you leave your message there, I'll send you a message if you want. Hey, Muhammad is putting us all to shame. Happy New Year. Hey, Happy New Year to you as well, Max. Thank you for the 5. What is that, pounds? Thank you for the 5 pounds, bro. Appreciate that. What is that, like $6? Hey, thank you, man.
Sure. By the way, I think you may have missed David Garcia.
Oh, did I? What is the float range that would be considered good? So there's no good and bad float, but yeah, thank you, Max. Thank you, Muhammad. Appreciate the love, guys. I really do. Thank you, team. But no, so there's no good and bad float, right? Some people prefer larger floats. They're going to be more consistent, less risky. They're going to have smaller ranges, safer trades. Some people are going to prefer those large floats. A good example of that today, even though it does have like, it did move 20% plus today, is CAN. Larger float, I think it's like 130 million in the float. So fairly large float, not huge. Like if you want to see a huge float, look at like GE, you know. This thing's got like 1 billion or something crazy, like 500 million in the float. And you can see how small the range is because the float's larger. But a float like ACY, anything under, my favorite float to trade is like 2 to 4 million. You know, anywhere between like 4 to 10 million is probably good, right? Not 2 to 4. 4 to 10 million is probably good because that way it's going to be volatile and there's going to be momentum and trades to get into. But it's not so small to where it's just going to be so sketchy and so risky to trade like ACY that it can just destroy your account. And so that's my preference, but everybody's preferences are a little bit different. Mohammed, with ACY, man, it's just got a small float. It's not even anybody effing with us. When this gets halted like this, it's literally the market makers saying, slow down. Like we can't get all these orders through. We're gonna have to slow the stock down and halt it. Like that's what's happening a lot of the time in these halts. And so like that's what's happening with this is that the market makers are needing to slow it down, and so they're halting the movement to get all the orders through because it's moving so quickly because the float is so small and like each individual trade is so significant that it's just causing just crazy moves. And like that's what's going on with ACW. You're seeing resumptions, and so when it resumes, everybody that's stuck in the halt is like, I gotta get out of this thing, and so they're just selling quick, right? And then it's just dumping down, and then people are like, oh, it's a dip buying opportunity, and so other traders are jumping in, and then it's popping up again and getting halted again, and then it opens up again, and everybody's like scared again, so they're like, we're unloading our shares, and then it's ripping down, and like that's kind of what's going on with ACY. Maybe that was a bad way to explain it, but like that's kind of what it is, you know. All right, let me keep back on the chat. Let me get back on the chat. This is my first year trading. I have a very small account. Started with less than 150 bucks. I'm up 60% this year. Do I need to claim profit on my taxes? I mean, I'm not a ask your CPA, brother. I've had tax questions before. I'm never gonna answer them. That's too liability ridden for me. So yeah, ask an accountant, brother. No, I'm not the right I'm not the right dude to ask. You know. Hey, thank you, man. Maz, thank you, bro. Appreciate the $2 Canadian, man. Thank you, brother. Hey, my stepdad is up there in Canada. My mom is actually living in Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario right now, Canada. So I love Canada, but appreciate the $2 Canadian, brother. Appreciate that, man. Thank you, sir. But yeah. All right. I was working on learning day trading more in depth. Is there anything you'd suggest? I know you aren't selling a program, but what do you suggest learning from? Thanks. Just YouTube, man. There's a lot of good free content on YouTube, bro. A lot of good free content on YouTube. Most day trading content that's going to help you succeed is publicly available. So like you don't need to buy a course. Most of it's going to be available for free on YouTube already. And so just the best advice I can give anybody getting started is to learn technical analysis, not just strategies, but learn how to read charts. Like if you look at me every morning, like sure, I have certain strategies, but I'm more so analyzing the chart and finding edge within that chart to exploit, right? But learn technical analysis. That's the best. That's what I would do. And we've got, like, go check out our playlist section. We've got a free course that's got a lot of good stuff. We've got some on technical analysis. We've got some on understanding gaps. Just go to our free trading course playlist and go all the way down to the bottom, the oldest ones. We've got understanding gaps. We've got how to calculate risk reward and strategies. We've got a few VWAP strategies. We have understanding VWAP. We've got a lot of different stuff there. So I would go through all of that first. Did I get another donation? Hey. Thank you, Spencer, man. Hey, thank you, G. Spencer. Thank you, brother, man. Hey, listen, y'all are donating so much, it's hard to keep track, man. Love you all. Appreciate the support. Thank you, man, for that $10 donation, brother. Very much, man. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate that, G. Spencer. Thank you, man. I don't know what to say at this point. We're getting so many donations, man. Thank you, guys. Appreciate the support. And it kind of goes to show you can put out free content and still do okay because people appreciate free content, you know. And hey, Tyler, my man, appreciate the $5 donation, man. Thank you, guys. Yeah, position sizing is important too. But hey, Tyler, hey, listen, I appreciate the $5 donation, brother. Thank you, man. Thank you, guys. Shout out to Tyler for the latest donation. Thank you, brother. Yeah, thanks, guys. Appreciate this.
Now, I want to add one thing real quick.
Sure,
9 out of Ben said the main thing is learning vocabulary too. I hear everything that you were saying, but I understand 75% of it. If there's anything that you ever hear that, like from anyone, whether it's through like Discord, Reddit, or the live stream, go on Investopedia and look up whatever term you don't understand. You know, that's a great way to learn. Anytime you don't understand something, just go Google it. Yeah. And then you'll pick things up.
Yeah, and a lot of them are like abbreviations. So you'll have like HOD, which is like high of the day. You'll have float, which is just the total amount of shares available. You have technical analysis, which just means analyzing historical charts and looking for major levels to you know, trade off of. Looking for support and resistance with technical analysis. Technical analysis is everything not fundamental, right? So technical analysis really means just analyzing charts. And analyzing charts and using that to determine what you like and dislike about stocks. Fundamental analysis, on the other hand, is analyzing the company's actual health, right? To determine what you know, or analyzing the sector or the companies itself to determine whether you like or dislike about them, you know, catalyst driven and so forth. And with day trading, it's mostly technical driven, but sure, we do have catalysts, we do have offerings, and we have stuff like that. Timmy's Coffee. Hey, I like Timmy's. I've been to Timmy's before. Tim Hortons. You gotta love it, man. I love Canada, man. I went up to Canada. I've lived in Canada before. And I was telling my wife yesterday, I kind of miss Canada. I miss the snow. The snow's fun. There's something endearing about sitting inside where it's like -20 outside, but you're like cozy by a fire inside. There's something very endearing about that. And so I miss Canada in that way.
Big flush on BNGO.
Really. But yeah, like I said, one more time, we got a ton of donations in the last 10 minutes, guys. Love you all. I really appreciate the support. I really do. Means a lot, and like I said, it really helps motivate me to continue to be this free resource for people. I've had people reach out to me and they've been like, hey, I specialize in building courses for YouTubers and for online people, and I'm a consultant, and that we can help you build a 6-figure course. And like I told my wife, I was like, look, this dude reached out to me, but I just can't do that to everybody, not after claiming to be free for so long. I just can't do it. But yeah, BNGO, big flush under the VWAP here. Isn't this where you love buying it, Eric? Right here at this?
No, not this kind of flush.
Oh, too big.
Yeah, this feels different. Like I like so if we go back and maybe like, can you go to I'm on Central. What time zone are you on?
I'm Central. Yeah.
Okay, so if you look at 10 a.m.
time.
If you look at 10 a.m. You see like that flush?
Yeah. Right
That's
here.
like a flush that I would love. Like that's like amazing, right?
Right.
But like compare the scale of that 10 o'clock flush to what we just saw. Like the one we just saw is like 2.5 times bigger than like the type of flush that I like to trade. This feels too heavy and too scary to where it's like, I don't want to say manipulated, but maybe manipulated,
Plausible. Yeah, it could be.
It's too big.
Yeah.
And at any point that could like just keep going. I don't know. That's too scary to me.
Yeah, for sure. I kind of agree there. Hey, was it you, Joel, that messaged me about the courses thing? It might have been you. Like I said, and I appreciate anybody reaching out to me. At this point in time, like, it's cool for the channel because it's like, I remember wanting sponsors and like wanting people and like wanting advertising and like wanting people to want to work with my channel, and at this point in time, I must have gotten like 30 emails like wanting me to promote their product in the last 30 days, and I haven't taken any of them, and it's not that I don't want to work with them. And part of that, I would love to be like, oh, I just do it because I'm righteous, but like the real reason is like making sponsored videos hurts my views, man. It hurts my views, and so I'm not trying to hurt my views anymore. Hey, we need one more like to hit 420. Let's do it.
I love a Chipotle sponsorship. I would take that in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I mean, it's one thing. Like, listen, if a company wants to work with me and they want me to like plug their product at the end of a video, that's fine. But to make like a review video about a product, it's hard because you're just not going to get that many views, and that's going to hurt you in the algo,
Mm-hmm.
Hey, nice, Johnny. Hey, congrats, brother. Happy for you, man. Can I get a hype man badge? I've been boosting the likes all week. I don't know if I can give you one. Let me see. No, I don't think I can. Yeah, if you become a member, you can use coveted emojis.
At Eric, and by the way, if you're trying to at me, you have to do at Eric Green, but I still see your message. At Eric, when calculating risk reward, when you use the previous hive day, is that intraday? I don't really like use like set risk reward or anything like that, but when I'm trading, I am trading intraday, so I would be looking at the intraday hive day.
Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily be against another free course, Joel. It would just need to be free. Like, I'm not going to feel comfortable charging anybody for anything on this channel. And so, because I think, and like I said, part of it is selfish, because, like, I don't want to lose and have, like, a really bad week and have people that paid for premium content come at me and be like, yo, you suck, I would rather just say, hey, look, I'm not an expert, and if I lose every day one week, y'all can't say anything to me. Well, we tried to get 120 likes, but we got 150, TGC. Hey, look at TGC, guys. It's up to 160 right now and halted, man. What is with all the halts, man? You think the market makers are just struggling right now, Eric?
On what?
Look at TGC halted again. I said on halts.
TGC.
I really said, what's with all the halts the last few weeks? You think the market makers are just struggling over there, just halting everything?
Maybe, man. This is like random spikes. I don't like stuff like that, TGC. I know some people trade that, and I actually know someone who does trade like a lot of stuff like this, but right. I just can't do that.
Yeah, we have a Discord. Yeah, here's the link.
ACY push new hive day.
Yeah, and like I said, I just try to be the voice of like reality for a lot of people. Like, we had somebody, JB, reached out to me, and he said, do you do one-on-one coaching and teaching? I fell on hard times in January, lost my job, developed health problems, started trading in April, got misled badly by a few guys, developed COVID, almost died, and lost $10,800. Please let me know. Enjoy your show, John. And then he asked how to reach out to me. And so I told him the truth. I told him the reality. There goes TGC resumption. But I told him the truth. Hey, my man Johnny, thank you for the $5 donation, brother. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that, man. Thank you, brother. Shout out to you guys for all the donations today. It really means a lot. That's a ton of donations today. Mohammed, bro, you started a trend over here, bro. I appreciate it. But no, what I told the dude was, I told the dude the reality. I said, in the end, most will lose money in trading, especially in the beginning. So it most likely will not be something you're going to pay your bills with anytime soon, if at all. Do not listen to anyone trying to sell you courses telling you that they have some super secret strategy or lessons that nobody knows about that'll help you make all this money in trading. Paper trade and practice until you show consistent results. And then once you do, you trade small. Like, that's the reality, right? A lot of people are going to try to trade and they're going to work hard for years and they're still going to fail. That's the reality. You know, is it possible to succeed? Sure. You know, but it's very difficult, and people need to understand that, especially like if somebody's coming at me like, hey, I just lost my job. The last thing you need to be doing is day trading, to be honest. The last thing you need to be doing. You know, the only way, because then that's too much pressure. You have to make money, and that pressure is going to cause you to lose.
JT messaged or added me and said, my son just texted me that he made $600 in one trade today on Tesla with an option. We both just started trying to trade, and he turned 18 last month. I think that's cool that he made $18, especially, you know, as a, he made $600, especially as an 18-year-old, but just let it be known that like Tesla options are super, super crazy, super volatile, very, very risky. Whenever I got into trading, options was my first asset that I traded, and, you know, very much inspired by Wall Street bets, of course. And, you know, you'll see all too frequently people that will start in Wall Street bets, they'll go and, you know, 5x their account and then lose it all in a day, you know.
Yep.
Just let it be known that it's really cool that he made $600 in a day as an 18-year-old, but it's very, very easy to lose $2,000 in a day, you know.
For sure.
And I think that if, you know, you and your son are really wanting to like get into trading together, take things seriously, make sure you try to take a sustainable route that isn't very volatile, you know, because if you guys are both brand new to trading, like brand new, he just turned 18, so I figure he probably just started trading like last month when he turned 18, unless you had a custodial account for him. $600 days that early, I mean, it's possible, but it's very scary to me.
Yeah, if you're taking that big of gains, and it kind of goes back to me, like what I told a lot of the people here, where they're like, I tried to follow your picks and I lost, you know, $5,000. It's like, bro, what are y'all doing, man? Like, here's the truth, right? If it's your first month of trading, you should not be using real money at all. You know, if it's your first month of real money, and say you've paper traded before this, and it's your first month of using real money, then you need to be trading astronomically small. Like,
this is the first month of trading. They just confirmed that it is
so
first month of trading.
Scale down. There's no reason to trade large. Of course, there's going to be outliers for anything, but it's not going to be one of those things that you just all of a sudden just start paying your bills next month with it. Trading is something that you have to condition through repetition. Pavlov and the dog, you know, through repetition. You condition yourself through repetition to do the right things, but you have to get that experience in there before you use big size. Because if you use big size, sure, you might get lucky in the beginning. Eventually, you're probably going to lose, and you're not going to gain the experience that you need because you're trading too large. And so if you're brand new to trading, trade small. It's the best. It's the number one thing that will help you succeed in the long run, is simply trading small in the beginning. A lot of people watch gurus make thousands of dollars a day. They try to emulate those gurus by trading the same sizing, and they lose their life savings. That is not what you want to do. The single best thing that can give you the most edge in the beginning of your trading journey is trading small. It might sound like it's contradictory to what you want, but in the end, trading small is what's going to help you the most. It's going to help you get
sustainable.
The experience. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, guys, I'm probably going to go ahead and close it down. I don't think I'm going to trade anymore today. I'm up in everything. I'm up in penny stocks. We're up 75 in futures. And like I said, if you want to check out Top Step, They are a funded account program for futures. Basically, the way it works is it's a monthly subscription. I am biased, though, in their favor because I make a commission if you sign up. But if you want to help support me, you can check out Top Step. It's a funded account program that's regulated in the U.S. that they've paid out over $2 million to their profitable traders this year. The way it works is they're going to give you a demo account to trade with. And if you can make their profit target on that demo account while following the rest of their rules, they fund you the same amount as that demo account. And so the base package is $30K. They're going to give you a $30K demo account. It's $120 for the first month. And then with that $30K demo account, if you can make $2,000 and then follow the rest of their rules and conditions and pass their phases, then they fund you that $30,000 with an 80% profit split. So if you take that $30K and you make $1,000 in profit, you get to keep $800. They get to keep $200 since they're funding you that money. But again, they're regulated in the U.S. They've paid out millions to their traders this year. They funded over 3,000 traders this year as well. And again, you can get 20% off by using my link. Again, I am biased, but if you want to help support your boy, this is one of the ways. The futures market has no PDT rule, instant settlement on most platforms and on Top Step. And, you know, it's open almost 24/7. Y'all check it out. There's the link. Also, if you want to check out Benzinga, which are the scanners I'm using, which are one of the best groups of scanners in my opinion. Check out Benzinga. Dope scans. Here's the link. Check it out. Let me see. Yeah, I don't know what Bob is gonna do, bro. Chill out. But yeah, y'all check out that. Hey, my man Johnny, thank you, brother. Appreciate the love, man. Happy New Year to everybody here as well. Y'all go check out Eric's channel. Eric's got a really dope channel. I'll post his link here. But yeah, y'all go check out Eric's channel as well. Let me find it. Eric's got free day trading videos on his channel too. And like I said, really good channel. All free content. And like I said, he's a legit trader. So y'all check him out. Here's the link. Y'all go sub to him. Yeah, y'all are trying to get 500 likes over here. Hey, I appreciate all the love, guys. Yeah, Happy New Year's to you all as well. Thank you guys for all the donations. Hey, thank you, Johnny. Hey, thank you, man. Appreciate the love, guys. I really do. We got a ton of donations today, so I really, really appreciate it. There's Eric's channel. Y'all go sub to him. Y'all just scroll up, look for the YouTube link above us. Y'all go sub to Eric's channel. You want to say anything else, brother, before we close it down?
Hope you guys have an awesome New Year's.
Yeah, for sure.
And enjoy the weekend.
Yep, exactly. And if y'all want to use TradeNet and TAPS, I think they have a sale. So if you want to use a funded account program for people outside of the U.S., as long as you're not in the U.S., you can use them as well, which is like a stock funded account program. You can check it out here. Hey, man, appreciate the $9.99 donation. Who was it? Leonardo. Hey, thank you, brother, man. The donations are crazy today. This is the most donations I've ever got in one day. So, hey, I love you all. Appreciate the support, guys. Y'all have a happy New Year. We're going to keep growing in this new year. We're going to keep making some money, hopefully. And Eric and I are both going to grow. Y'all check out Eric's channel. Y'all check out mine as well. Appreciate the support, team. I really do. Thank you, guys. I know my man King really wants to get 500 likes. So hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. He's trying to break 500 on the channel. Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that, man. It's not a cash account, so it's a funded account program. It's a funded account program. Just check out the link and you can look into it if you want. Discord, yeah, I got you. Here's the Discord link. Hey, $2 donation, man. Man, y'all aren't even letting me finish the stream. Y'all keep donating, man. Hey, shout out to...
That's how they keep you streaming. They just keep it up.
Hey, it's working right now. Because, like I said, I feel bad if I close it down and somebody sends me a donation afterwards. And, like, I don't thank them for it. So, hey, thank you, man. Thank you, 3. Appreciate all the love. Johnny, 3, Mohammed, Spencer, all of you guys, man. Appreciate the love, guys. I really do. Leonardo. Man, I can't. It's hard to keep track of you all now. We got a bunch of them. But yeah, love you all. Appreciate the support, team. I really do. I'm gonna go ahead and close it down before we get another donation. But appreciate the love, team. I really do. Thank you, guys. Y'all have a good day. Wait. Okay. Thank you for another $2, bro. Thank you, bro. Hey, like I said, appreciate the support. You know, thank you, guys. Y'all good luck. Like I said, take it slow. If you're new in the market, take it slow. Best advice I can give you: pay per trade, build systems, and check out our free content. Later.
Be safe on AC. I saw someone big. I have a big position. Be safe on AC, please. All right.
Yeah, be safe. Later, guys. Have a good day.
Bye, guys.